on the road.
Yeah, we got to get right into this today.
Meow.
There is too much to talk about today.
Oh, my God.
This is a rarity.
A lot of news.
So we're not going to have any of that filler radio where we eat food or, you know.
Why, Guy's not bringing anything?
Guy Fieri, oh, that's right. He's coming in today.
Probably bring something extreme.
I don't think he's going to bring any food or anything, right? He doesn't bring it every time he comes in.
He's kind of like the comics that become too big so they don't do stand-up on the Late Show anymore.
They just sit on the couch.
They just sit on the couch. That's Guy Fieri. He's so big, he doesn't need to come in with the food.
Right.
That's barbecued lima bean.
Just his presence is great enough for us. Man, I don't even know where. I didn't even know about the bus story. There's a man on a bus in Philly.
Yeah,
I mean, we got to talk about. I mean, just to.
Very good.
We got to talk about Monica Lewinsky today. Obviously, we got to talk about the asshole that kicked the kitten. We got to talk about the MSNBC apology, which means we get to reset our apology clock back to zero again.
Yeah,
we got a Rob Ford story. We got Michael Jordan saying he was a racist as a kid. And remember that guy from ESPN saying that black people can't really be racist? And,
right.
And here's one of the greatest black people of all time saying he was a racist as a kid.
A blathlete.
A blathlete.
Yeah, a black athlete.
But we got to start with the guy in the bus. Watch a Philly man. You saw this too?
Yeah.
I did not see this last night.
Fantastic.
Watch a Philly man refuse to stop masturbating on a bus?
He's driven.
Yeah, so the video is just this woman is sitting next to him on the bus.
Right.
And he's just tugging away. And she's telling him, I'm videoing you. And he doesn't stop.
He don't care.
Out of his pants?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
He has his dick out of his pants.
Just jacking it.
Yeah. Is he crazy?
Of course.
Okay.
You got to be nuts.
But he doesn't come off as that crazy.
No, but I mean, you got to be nuts to jerk off on a bus and just.
Did we tweet this video yet to the people?
We're going to now that we're talking about it.
O&A Show on Twitter. We'll put this link up immediately.
He's crazy about jerking off.
Loves jerking off.
Wasn't.
Let's see this. Out of Philly. Man on bus in Philly. Oh, they.
Of course they blurred it.
They blurred it out.
They blurred out the penis part.
This is on video, right? This is on video.
He's just sitting next to a woman doing that?
Yeah.
It's out of his pants.
It's out of his pants.
Oh, my God.
And he's got this look on his face when she goes, you know you're being videoed, right? He's got this look on his face like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
And she's pretty brave to say that.
Yeah. I agree.
Because he gives her a look like, I'm going to kill you.
She's going to smash her. He's going to smash her right in the face.
Right.
Which, wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility.
Just pretty crazy, just a bum.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
You really want to keep doing that? He's touching himself and exposing himself. It's on video. It's on my phone. You really want to do that? I have it on my phone.
She English, huh?
Are you crazy? Do you see how many people are on this bus? Do you see a child behind you? You are disgusting.
Is he still doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He won't stop.
At least pinching the helmet.
Is that why? Yes, I am.
Like, I'm saying it the whole time. Like, why wouldn't you just say something? Like, excuse me, get out my way and move or something like that?
I did. I said, as soon as you pulled it out.
You did. Oh my God, you didn't say.
Does someone need to tell you not to touch yourself in public on a bus?
Good for her.
Does someone actually need to tell you that? Do you not know that?
Are you kidding me?
He just
You need
thinks
to get off that bus now.
he just thinks he should be just jack off on the bus. Like, are you kidding me? You didn't say anything.
It's like, you didn't say my music was too loud.
Right.
Turn it down.
You know,
he was in a trance, I guess.
What freaked him out? Other people started yelling at him?
I think what freaked him out was the fact that she said there's a child behind you.
Oh.
And then I think maybe the parent or I think the parent of the child said something. The audio is pretty tough to.
I'm going to go off. Someone said I'm about to go off.
And I think the mother stood up behind him and said something.
Said something. Oh, that's great.
That'll get his ass handed to him if he waits there too long.
This reminds me, like Chappelle years ago had a bit about a guy pulling his dick out in public.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the problem is no one ever says anything to him.
Yeah,
people just ignore it. And he goes, but like no one ever just goes, hey man, I'm with my family. Right. And because the guy would probably go like, oh sorry.
Oh fuck.
I mean, the child angle's bad, obviously.
That did snap
But if I'm on that bus and it's all adults and some dude is jerking off, I'm laughing my ass off. I'm laughing my ass off.
Yeah,
I'm not bothered by it at all. Well, she was cool about it, too. She wasn't freaked out.
She was grossed out, as they say.
She wasn't. She was going for her. Everyone's going for their video. Come on.
You think?
At this point, everyone's going for their video.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what they say.
But she has a shitty phone, so she blew it.
If you're supposed to yell at those guys, and then they're supposed to stop.
Right.
Like even the subway rubbers, like the guys who just rub their boners on women in the subway. If you scold them, apparently they stop because it's all like this fantasy that the woman likes it.
Right. If she shows she doesn't like it, then it wrecks the whole thing. Oh damn! Now I'm just a creepy guy.
You got to know how to do that properly. That's all. When you're coming into a subway stop, that's when you kind of, because the train will take care of that for you.
What is it about just a quick fucking
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Sam got it. All of a sudden, they apply the brakes and it pushes everyone forward a little bit. Oops.
At this point in my life, I want to finish. I don't want to sit there and get a couple of little, like, rubs on something and go, oh, that was great. No, I want to lay down and fucking come and go to sleep.
When a guy pulls his dick out like that, there's a part of us that goes, he's repulsive, and the other part that admires his moral courage.
Oh, yeah. His gumption.
His stick-to-itiveness.
God, I wish I had the guts to do that.
He has moxie.
That's what I want to do. I want to jerk off all over the place.
Then he finally comes out of the trance and is like, what the fuck? Why didn't you tell me? And she was telling him the whole time.
And filming him.
Why they blur out the dick?
I must have come from a news. It looked like the background. It came from some news station.
Right.
Such a fucking like primitive thing to do. Just sit there and fucking like a monkey. You're just jacking off.
Yeah.
Go to the zoo. What are they doing? Jacking off.
Doing some of that jacking.
Just jacking, staring at people.
And he wasn't he wasn't deterred by her saying anything to him. Like, that would usually freak a guy out, where he'd put his dick away and go, oh.
It's almost like he didn't understand what she was saying and why she was so angry.
Have humans become too civilized? Aren't we supposed to be jacking off?
We're supposed to be jacking off? Just throw away all these years of real civilization and get right back to basics?
I'm just asking.
Right.
As a human being, aren't you supposed to just jack off?
Once you have the technology to move you from point A to point B, you shouldn't jerk off on that technology.
So, the monkeys in the zoo.
Right.
They're allowed to do that still until they have some kind of transportation.
I think as early as the
funny, man.
I think as early as the travois that the Indians used to use, people stopped jerking off on it. Right? Because it was transporting you somewhere. Jimmy is absolutely right.
And I bet there are female monkeys that go, knock that off.
You think the female monkey's like,
yeah, they just make noise.
And then just throw shit at the monkey that's jerking off.
Jerking off.
They handle it more honestly. They throw shit at your face. Right. That would stop people probably faster if someone threw shit at your face.
Yeah. That's a censored video. We'll go to Mike in a second, but first, Dan and Philly, go ahead.
Hey guys, I don't know if you saw the uncensored video, but that guy definitely comes on his leg. Like 10 seconds into the video, there's a Facebook page called People of SEPTA in Philly.
Right.
And they posted the uncensored video when it first came out. You can definitely see that guy come on his own leg.
Gee.
People of SEPTA? What is that?
That's the bus.
Oh.
SEPTA is the bus down there in Philly. Wait, so
he's removed.
Yeah, it had to be removed. Facebook is not going to allow
jizz shots.
Jizz shots.
They don't like money shots on Facebook.
Mars said he knows the video too.
Oh, Mars, do you? You know it well, huh?
He knows it.
Where's your sombrero today, by the way? Are you Mexican, Puerto Rican? What are you?
I apologize.
You should be walking around with a tequila bottle and being loud and obnoxious.
Apologize.
That would be rum, Opie.
Oh, rum for you guys. Gotcha.
Mars seems to know everything. Every time there's a homeless man, if he's got to come on his leg, Mars to the rescue.
Yes. Look at Mars. Go down.
How old is that video? Is that brand new?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like yesterday.
You found it?
No, this is...
Check that video. It's like the...
it's Mike Tyson on our show.
Yeah, we're on World Star too.
Are we?
Yeah, this is a new, because this is today's.
No, it was yesterday.
Was that from our show?
Get on. World Star.
What's he saying?
He's talking about prison sex.
Oh, wow.
It's on the World Star Hip Hop, the SEPTA.
See, World Star. Maybe they took it out too.
Oh, my God.
It's like chaotic.
It's too much for World
Chaotic,
Star.
maybe. Do they credit the Opie and Anthony show on World Star?
They don't do a ton of crediting generally.
No, but...
No, they're horrible at crediting, actually. I always have to...
Oh, yeah, no, and at Opie Radio is mentioned.
World Star.
Oh, nice. I actually, I did what you told me, Sam. I ripped it from Sirius XM and put it on my channel.
What do you mean I told you?
Uh-oh.
I told you not to do it, maybe.
Sorry.
Now
Maybe I said it's a bad idea.
Well, because we have a lot of videos up on Sirius XM that get no action because they don't know how to work these things. I know how to work these videos now.
So you're robbing them.
I literally put that up last night. It's already on World Star Hip Hop. This video is like 2-3 months old. They didn't know how to work it.
Aren't they the worst?
So I'm taking it in my own fucking hands. Well, that's pretty cool, though. Anyway.
Oh, boy.
Well, when you find it,
Yes,
look at us. We need to see the guy
need to
jerk
see
off.
it.
God damn it.
We need to see cum.
We need to see that. That's why he wasn't listening to her.
Right.
When you're about to come, nothing else matters in the entire fucking world.
Basking in his orgasm.
And then he came back when he realized, oh, there's a load on me and there's kids around. Oh,
I
no.
get it.
Your kid could be bouncing on the edge of a roof, and you're not going to stop.
No. Not if you're fucking ready to,
Right.
ready to blow.
Blow a nut.
Mars, you go to that site?
Oh, you found it?
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Thank God we get to see the guy jerk off to completion.
Mars said, and I quote, he comes real good.
Did you really say that, Mars?
Yeah.
Good boy, Mars. Good boy.
This is how Mars likes to come, and I respect that.
Do you jerk off on the buses on the way home?
Can't see him.
You know this is on video, right?
Oh, he's trying to kind of cover up a little bit, though.
Yeah. Well. He looks like
Really wanna
Chappelle.
keep doing that?
Makes that face.
Is he done now?
He's touching himself and exposing himself.
Oh, that's the dick. Okay.
It's on video. It's on my phone.
Guy's packing like 8.5.
You really want to do that? I have it on my phone.
Bye.
Oh, did he come ready?
Are you crazy? Do you see how many people are on this bus? Do you see a child behind you?
No.
You are disgusting.
Huh?
Somebody's saying I'm really about to go off.
Oh, okay.
This guy realizes he's about to get his ass kicked.
So he's just waiting for
Oh,
that
they
bus
said,
to
look at
stop.
this baby.
Oh, man. Esther Roll is pissed.
Is that why? Yes, I am.
Are you serious?
I'm saying it the whole time. Like, why wouldn't you just say something? Like, excuse me, get the fuck out of my way, and move or something like that?
I did. I said, wait as soon as you pulled it out.
You did. Oh my God, you didn't say
Hey, does someone need to tell you not to touch yourself in public on a bus? Does someone actually need to tell you that? Do you not know that?
Lady, are you kidding me?
This guy is great.
Yeah. It's just like, what?
You need to get off that bus now.
But the way he was logically going, well, you didn't tell me that I
Right.
shouldn't
Me.
jerk off, get out of the way.
Of course I should.
Wow.
He just talked and talked until the bus stopped and he got the fuck off it.
Yeah.
Mars, I didn't see the cum.
Yeah, I didn't either.
We didn't see the cum and we
must
didn't
have
see
watched
the
that-
dick.
Yeah, did you watch that on a fucking HD, Mars?
Slow-mo?
And super slow-mo.
Yeah.
Giving yourself a little extra time, huh?
Oh, is this it?
Make it bigger.
Is this a little stain here or something?
No,
or-
just fucking hit play.
Whoa, you're getting all horned up.
How many times are we going to do this?
Watch. Look.
You don't see him shooting no load.
Right there. Watch. Wait.
I thought he comes real good, you told me.
What happened, Mars?
Wait. There you go.
Oh,
Right.
wow. He did. He
I
shot
can't
a-
even see
I
it.
actually
Real
see
good.
it. Shoot. He shot a load.
Yeah, shoot. I missed it. I don't even know where to look over here.
Yeah. Why, he actually shoots a load to the left.
Yeah, go northwest.
Down to the
just
left.
a
It goes
jump.
flying to the northwest.
finger.
Watch.
Back into the left. It's just dribbling
Wait,
out there.
The
down?
word chaotic is in front of it.
Here we go.
Watch, Ant.
It
After
just
the-
went.
Oh, it did?
You see it below his head. He
No,
shoots
it's
his
coming
load.
here. It's coming here.
Oh, the word chaotic.
Watch. And
Jesus.
And that's why he's so fucking. When he's looking at her, he's coming and she's
Right.
wrecking it.
right.
Stop,
you're wrecking it.
He's pissed. He's like, "Will you shut up?"
ruining it.
We'll discuss this in about 4 seconds.
Oh,
To him, this is the equivalent of one of us being home, jerking off in your bed, and all of a sudden, like a nude fat man walks in banging cymbals.
What's E-Rock want?
All right, well, that's a good start right there to the radio show.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to see the woman on Family Feud.
Okay.
A show I haven't seen in many, many, many years.
I don't even know who's hosting that these days.
That was another...
Drew Carey, no?
That was another one of those sick shows when it was on during the day.
Uh-huh.
And you would be home from school, you would watch Wheel of Fortune and Family Feud. It was
all
the only
daytime game shows.
It really was the only stuff that you could watch on TV during the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Now you're home in the afternoon. You can sit there watching court shows.
You could watch whatever. On demand.
Well, that's true. On demand, you watch whatever the fuck you want.
But back then, you had no choice. You had Wheel of Fortune. Price is Right was another one.
Yeah.
Family Feud.
Yeah.
And then that Whammies, No Whammies.
There were a bunch
no
of other
Press Your Luck.
Press Your Luck. Card Sharks.
No, it was one game show after another.
Yeah.
So you would sit there with a fever bag.
Yeah, morning and afternoon TV was like fucking all game shows.
All game shows.
Now you get a bunch of court shows, yeah.
Yeah, Judge Mathis was my fever bag show.
Fever bag.
Fever bag.
Didn't Price is Right just feel like you had stayed home? Like you'd watched it. It came on, I think, 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And it just that was the tipping point from the morning where you didn't have to get up and you could stay home.
Yeah.
To when lunch was coming and you start to go like, shit, I got to stay in the house all day.
Right. Yeah.
After the Price is Right, it was like, I would have been out of school in a couple hours.
Oh, I know. And then you get mad. Like, fuck, now I blew the afternoon.
Yeah.
I would be playing with my friends right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go out now.
It was a fine balance.
That never worked. Hey, I feel better now. I'm going to go out.
No.
But I might be sick again tomorrow.
Exactly.
For school.
So, Family Feud, this dummy only needs 18 points to win for her family.
So they're in that final round where two people go up and they need to get a combined score of 200.
Oh.
And the first guy got 182 points.
Wow. Fucking A.
And so Steve Harvey's like, I'm about to give out a prize.
Right.
Let me tell you something, though. Sometimes they take all the good answers to get a score that high.
Well,
so you're sitting there scrambling, and you're blurting them out, and it's like, nah, that one was taken. And you're like, ah!
Did you ever do it without looking, and then you realize that's hard?
It's very difficult.
Like, it's easy to do when you're staring at the screen, not in a live audience.
Right.
I would get 3 points if I did that.
I guess she really blew it. What? How many points did she need?
18. She had
That's
182 on the board.
You get 18 points just talking.
Right.
Sure.
Don't say anything.
Just some word. Somebody's bound to
Right.
have said it.
Let's see how this goes down.
Tim got 182 points.
Oh, shit.
She's waving to her family she's waving to her family saying, I got this, I got this. How much do they win now?
I need 18.
Oh, boy.
I think like 20 grand.
I think when we were growing up it was 10, right?
Yeah, and they,
I think it was 10. They've only doubled it after all these years.
Yeah, and it was a big. I think I was watching some documentary on Family Feud, and they said that was a big moment. Like when Who Wants to Be a Millionaire came out and all these shows.
Yeah,
they bumped it up. They were like, well, now we give out $20,000.
We got to come to the table. If they're giving away $1 million, we got to give away $20,000.
It's literally the worst prize ever. 20 grand before taxes.
Well, 20 grand before taxes, and then you got to split it with the rest of your family. How many is on the panel? 5. So what's 20,000?
4 grand a piece.
4 grand a piece.
No, but then what's the taxes on that?
So maybe 2 grand a piece.
Yeah, 2,500 a piece.
Call it 2,500 a piece. If you win the grand prize,
right? If.
Yeah, that's terrible.
She looks stupid, by the way.
She does look dumb.
You find her to look very stupid.
A lummox.
A dumb lummox. Good way to put it.
Lummox.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Fucking oaf.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's all I need.
What chance do you have?
Okay, so now the guy has answered all these questions already.
Right.
And when you hear the questions, the guy's done the obvious #1 answers for everything.
Of course.
All right, let's see her blow this.
And let's see if she gets. Let's see if she says the #1 answer too, or if she just fucks up.
Yeah, yeah.
What chance do you have of dating a girl who's a 10?
4.
Name a kind of place where people keep checking their watch.
At the airport.
Try again.
Restaurant.
Name a noisy insect.
It's pass.
Name something a person's belly does.
Growls.
Try again.
Throws up.
Fill in a blank. A married couple might be deeply in what?
Love.
Try again.
Marriage.
A married couple might be deeply in marriage.
Deeply in marriage.
She hit the number 1 on 2, though.
Yeah, but
hitting that number 1 just flusters her.
And there's not. I don't know.
And there's not many good answers.
Those weren't easy
left.
questions, really.
No. Like, what does your
I would love
belly
to just
do? It growls, and then after that, what the fuck does it do?
What would you say?
Digests. But again, I saw the answer, though, so I don't know if I would say that.
Hurts.
Hurts.
Yeah.
Throws up is actually not that. Your stomach throws up.
I guess you could say aches. All right.
And then there's probably...
But it's easy when you're thinking like this.
But there's
what about the married couple in
debt?
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have thought of it in fighting.
Right,
but
show off.
In love, you know?
that's just true to life. They're in debt. She thought she was marrying into a radio star's life. And
oh, boy.
Poor girl.
Can't spend potential.
No, you can't.
No, especially if there is none.
Let's see how this works out for her.
18 points, or something like that.
All right, now they go over the...
5 was the big answer. She said 4.
Yeah.
She got 0
on everything.
Wait, what is your chance?
Wait, is that how they show it nowadays, or is this a faster version of the video?
I think they fasted it.
Oh, okay, all right.
I didn't understand the first question.
What is your chance of dating a 10?
Dating a 10? 5? What does that even mean?
Like the odds of...
that's a bad question.
What does that even fucking mean? What are your odds, or not even odds, what are your chances?
Because you could say 50%.
Yeah, what does 5
what does
mean?
5
Why is
mean?
5 the number 1 answer?
100%. It doesn't make any sense. That one doesn't
That
make sense.
question's dumb.
Yeah.
It's a hard question. What's a noisy insect? She passed. But cricket, you'd say, but what's after a cricket?
The cicada.
Exactly. Who the fuck knows that?
A bumblebee?
A noise bug.
A noise bug.
A buzz bug.
You might as well have said noise bug.
That's a tough one after cricket.
Can you imagine having the presence of mind on television, on Family Feud, in front of an audience to say cicada?
Cicada.
No,
Cicada.
not even if they said what insect rhymes with macada would I get cicada.
No.
Macada.
Airport, I would have said, by the way, checking your watch, I would have said at work.
Yeah. But a restaurant's not bad.
It's not bad. You're waiting for your table. You know.
Train station?
Yeah, I guess.
Watching your
same as
fat
airport.
date eat a lot.
Tatiana's
like, when is
calling.
this pig going to be done?
Yes.
What?
Doctor's office.
Yeah, doctor's office. I love that noise. Every time a woman talks, by the way, I hear that.
You just hear the fucking big X sound.
Yeah. After I come, everything she says is...
Let's go to Tim in Iowa. Tim.
Hey, guys, I just wanted to comment that is tougher than you think because they poll 100 people.
Oh, do they? They never mention that at the beginning of the fucking round.
Never heard that before.
Yeah.
100 people
Anderson never
surveyed.
told me.
Top answers on the board to this. We know.
I thought it was the whole country. I didn't know it was only 100
Yes,
people.
I thought it was 300 million.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks for setting us straight on that point. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead, then.
If 99 of them say they check their watch at the airport, she's got to figure out what one person said for the other answer.
Oh, I know what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if that one dummy says, the space shuttle, you're fucked.
Right.
I'll bet that they put the answers, unless they have to for contesting rules, but maybe they just make it up too.
I understand.
At this point in the game.
Top 5 answers.
They probably
wrong.
have interns going out and
Right.
asking the questions,
Right.
which means they just write them down.
They're not really
All right,
researching.
sir. Let's play the rest of the video.
I actually feel bad for her.
This is really crying. She's crying.
It's
Family.
okay.
I'm sorry, folks.
And the guy,
I'm sorry, folks.
the older guy that got 182 points,
Yeah.
he's still smiling ear to ear. Like,
Of course.
I'm smart.
He looks
you're
like
dumb.
a fucking genius. She looks like an idiot.
I was ready to scream cunt until my throat hurt, but I actually feel bad for her.
That's pretty bad. She's crying.
You could see Steve Harvey and his mustache are sad, too.
Harvey.
He's so freaked out he flipped his wig. Wig.
Dope
Took it
she
off.
is.
It's about time he got rid of that wig.
You didn't like that wig?
Oh, God.
I liked that thing.
little
All it
creepy.
needed was a brim. Fucking hair hat.
Point, 910 points.
Oh, she's crying through. Oh. Yeah, now she's clapping.
Like it's okay.
It's not okay.
Stop clapping.
Shout out a new car. A new car.
Ew, I hate her now.
We'll see you next
Oh,
time.
they're dancing.
Yeah, the fact that she's clapping, she just blew 20 grand, and all of a
Right.
sudden the music comes on, and Dumb Bella claps. Fucking asshole.
I love how quickly you went back into I'm ready to start yelling.
Yeah, as fast as she got over ruining her family's future. Fucking cunt, I hope she falls into a hole. Hope she falls into herself. She was weeping into this guy's neck, and then the music starts, and she's like, fucking seal.
She couldn't stop dancing.
She couldn't stop clapping.
Oh, my God.
Imagine her crying over a coffin, and she's grief-stricken, somebody's phone rings, and she's like,
She starts clapping.
despise her. Hope she's dead already.
She needed 20 grand for a surgery.
Yeah, exactly.
He is an idiot.
I was just reminded why I don't watch that show anymore.
Yeah.
God, that looks awful.
Yeah.
Who sits through that?
It doesn't.
Who sits through those shows these days?
Yeah.
I don't know. When you
The
realize
Chubsters?
the people who
Fatties.
don't have cable, like there is still that section of people that just watch network TV.
I'm not willing to believe that.
Thank you. I don't believe that anymore either.
You don't?
No, man. I've driven through some neighborhoods, man. You at least got a satellite dish.
I don't think. I think if there are any people that are left without cable, they don't care. Like, they don't watch TV at all.
Right.
Like the Midwest, some farm somewhere that doesn't have cable, they don't sit there and go, God, I wish I had cable so I could watch this. That. They're fucking milking cows and
What are they
killing
adjusting
chickens.
the rabbit ears to get Family Feud
Right,
in?
right.
No.
They don't care.
They don't give a fuck.
Let's put it this way. Everyone in this country has cable or they don't want it. So let's just step it up.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Enough catering to these people.
What are the percentage of people that don't have cable TV?
I think
And do they?
There's enough that
and do
don't.
some of those people have the satellite? So how
Right, with no, only terrestrial TV.
exactly?
Right.
What's the percentage of Americans or American homes?
Yeah, what is the
A lot of
percentage?
research.
Sam?
Yeah, please. Television, TV in the United States, Wikipedia page. No. All right.
I mean, I think the same people that bought those digital converters when the rabbit ears stopped working never upgraded to cable.
They never upgraded.
Well, we got people calling. That means they don't have fucking cable.
There are a lot of people that don't have cable but had it, but choose not to have it now.
And they got like
Because
Roku's or something.
Netflix, Hulu, all that fucking happy horse shit.
Are you surprised by how many people don't have TVs that I've talked to? Like, there's a lot of people in this next generation that just doesn't own a television.
It's so
Hipsters.
weird. Hipsters.
They don't own a TV?
Hipsters know anymore. No, they get like they connect something to their computer and they just watch everything online.
They just go nude camping with their friends.
Yeah.
I ran into a woman yesterday that
Oh, I hope you apologize.
Jesus.
that told us that she doesn't own a cell phone, and I started like shaking inside.
Wow, imagine
at
that.
the thought of not having a cell phone in the year 2014.
Is she lying?
Nah, she's got kind of that hipster look. She also had what was the camera I used to have? I forgot the name.
Polaroid?
No, the fucking
The flip?
huh?
The flip?
No, the flip. Thank you. She had a flip camera.
Wow.
Because she was videotaping her kid.
Did she come from the past? Is she in a DeLorean?
How old is she?
She's probably early 40s, and she definitely has a hipster look to her. And
Not even to jitterbug for emergencies?
she was filming her kid with a flip, and I go, I used to love that damn thing. But
for 10
and
minutes.
this is how it came up. I go, but now, with my phone, the Galaxy Note 3, thank you, white glove, I said, this video is just as good as what the flip did.
Yeah.
She goes, well, I don't have a cell phone. And I'm like, then I felt bad.
Did you point out what a selfish asshole she is to have a
Yes.
kid and not have a cell phone for emergencies when she's out?
So bizarre
Even
to
a
me.
cheap one. You can just
Exactly.
call 911
I
with.
completely believe that she doesn't have a cell phone. She had that look. She had that
Wow.
look like that hipster look. I don't need it, man.
Jesus.
Wait a minute. Have you seen her there before?
Oh, a lot, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's actually very nice.
I wonder if she thought you would ask for her number.
And you know what? I've never seen her phone. So I think she was not lying.
Do you think she thought you were going to ask for her number and she was trying to cut that off?
Oh,
Oh,
man.
God,
Okay.
no. We're all just dumb parents sitting around and amazed at what our dumb kids could do in the classroom. Does your kid do that? Wow. Wow-wee.
Really? Holy mackerel.
The hipsters all connect like sling boxes to their parents' cable, and then they watch their parents' cable on the computer.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's what's going on now.
Hipsters.
Slingbox I had, but I never used it once. Do you need it anymore or no?
You need it if you don't want to pay for cable and your parents have
Right.
it, but
Or you have
That's it.
Time Warner in the city and you want to watch your Fios that you have in the suburbs.
something like that.
Then you just sling box it.
Is it good?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
Jonathan got me one years ago, like probably a version like 4 years ago, and I just never hooked it up.
Right.
And I'm like, I just threw it
Now,
out.
though, really, you grab a little fucking Apple TV.
Yeah.
You plug that fucker in. You got access to all the Amazon movies, Netflix movies, and your shit on your phone. You just beam it right there to your TV. Right. That shit's the shit.
I should get a new Apple TV then.
Yeah.
They're too heavy.
Have you tried Chromecast?
Chromecast. No, I haven't.
It's like $50. It's the size of a keychain. It just plugs into the back of your TV, and then whatever videos you watch on the computer, just zap them right to your
Wizardry!
TV. That's right.
Wizard! Witch!
Sorry.
Zap them to what?
Zap them to your TV from your computer. Like if you're watching whatever you're watching on your computer, it just goes full screen on your TV.
That's nice.
I was watching YouTube videos on my new TV, which I had the 4K.
Isn't that nice? You can watch like long form shit on YouTube, like right there on your TV.
But the quality, remember, it used to be awful when it blew up, and this is actually really good. Yeah. They filmed, I told you to remind me, there's a film of them jumping off, they do a base jump off the top of the Burj Tower.
Oh, God, I saw that.
And it's a 4K, but there's one scene where you can see the view from the top of the ledge as they're about to jump off, and it's fucking horrifying.
It's absolutely horrifying.
But it's shot in 4K, and I watched it on the TV, and it was really well done. You should blow it up. It's just these guys who want to. They have those flying suits on.
This is the dream, you know. It's like
that really is a beautiful looking building.
Yeah, I want to go there. Make love to a woman.
Upside down icicle. Really? You were right there?
I was right there.
That's amazing.
But it's very different than any other building.
Yeah. Would you want to stay in it or a building where you could see it from?
I'd want to stay on top of it. Just right at the tippy top.
But why would you stay in it unless you're way the fuck up?
Wow, that's crazy.
They're on the very top of the radio part, and there's like a thing sticking out of it where they can just jump off of.
Oh, so scary.
Like it couldn't be higher.
This is beautifully shot.
It is.
Holy shit, are they plummeting?
Yeah, but they have those.
On your TV.
It looks amazing on the TV because they can show you when they step right off, and that's a really, really scary. Because I just wouldn't be able to push myself off there.
Oh my God!
Yeah, my hands get really sweaty watching this.
They're just falling.
Then again, they got sweaty watching that guy jerk off on the fucking bus.
That's true. Wow.
Falling around as they fall, huh?
I'm amazed how long it takes you to fall.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Like they can do tricks and stunts and fall and then fly to safety.
Wow. That's cool.
I really want to go to Dubai, although they arrest you if you disrespect Islam. Drummer of the Scorpions got arrested for giving the finger or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who did he give the finger to?
They probably arrested him for not having a hit in 20 years.
Maybe.
Yeah, the label had him arrested. I'm tired of paying for this guy's flights.
Enough already. How many times can we hear Wind of Change?
Exactly.
Write something new.
Yes.
Do they have those fucking Islamic police that walk around? Morality police? Maybe it was one of them.
I don't know. I do not know.
Scorpions drummer jailed in Dubai.
Boy, he was for a month.
He was for being drunk, insulting Muslims, and lowering his trousers at Dubai International Airport.
That's good.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
That's a little more than...
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
What are you
That's
doing,
great.
man?
Yeah, what are you doing is right.
Jerking off on a bus.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Let's say hi to Josh in Boston. Josh.
I bet he's lying to us.
Hey, what's up going on, guys? Hey, kind of a funny video from Family Feud is Steve Harvey's doing the final section, and one of the questions was something to do with the penis, and the woman said penis, and Steve Harvey just stops everything. The time kicks down. They had to reset all the time and everything. It was kind of funny, just the way he just stopped.
It's one of those videos.
Well,
though,
let's see if
like,
it's kind of funny.
Like, the family would laugh at this.
I think we've seen it before.
Hey, Josh, stay strong, all right?
No problem.
Boston's strong. But they're strong up there. We all know it.
We asked 100 men, name a part of your body that's bigger than it was when you were 16.
Your penis.
Steve's yucking it up.
But Steve Harvey just understands that there's a great laugh there. Like, he doesn't plow through. Wouldn't it be great if he penalized her for that and gave her no points?
Yeah.
The clock is ticking.
Can you pause for a second? But they had to know that answer.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
So he's setting up his own fucking punchline there, right?
Exactly. They didn't used to like put automatic jokes in the in the answers. Like
It's because the host was making out with all the contestants.
Richard Dawson.
Yeah. Hello, love.
Right.
Come here, give us a kiss, love.
Give us a kiss, love. A dumb little lean in he would do.
They knew someone would say penis to that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
and
you're
it would
right.
get a great laugh.
What's
Steve Harvey could do his
delicious to
thing.
It's the answer for so many questions. What's fun to find on your seat by accident? What do you hate to have in your ear in the morning? What's the worst thing you've ever had thrown in your eye? Oh, boy. I guess they just restarted it. Would it be funny if she said cock?
Cock.
You're fucking cock, Steve.
That would be great.
Yes.
Not so good?
Harvey.
I said the medical terminology.
I don't care what you said.
Damn.
Could have said ding-a-ling, winky, any damn thing. What the hell? It ain't gonna sound right. The medical term is almost worse. A slang term would at least be your ding-a-ling, something. The penis. Oh. We're keeping that answer?
I wonder how many points it's worth.
Show me penis!
He wasn't improving there. That wasn't improv. That was all ready to go in his head.
He knew.
The whole thing was a setup.
No, when she
So
says
he could
penis.
go with his go-to material.
Yeah.
Still funny. I mean,
How'd she do?
she.
We really are hens. Did she win the money or didn't
Did
she
she
win the
get
money?
it? I hope
But I'm
so.
curious too if she won.
I sure hope so.
Wouldn't it be great if when you finally saw it from their point of view, there's men pointing rifles at them as they read these questions? That would be a great one. Steve Martin had a great joke on SNL in the 70s. He was hosting, and his thing was, "What I believe." Did you ever see that?
No.
And
No.
it was a poem with music behind it. I believe, and it was like all this dumb shit.
Now it's ringing a bell.
And one of them was, I believe the Family Feud should be fought with guns. That was a very funny bit.
With that, why don't we take a break? I saw food. Is the food here?
Penis.
Yeah, on the first Philly video, you saw food.
How many points? 0 points for penis.
What?
How is it? Maybe because it doesn't grow after 16? How is that no points?
That's stupid. People would say penis.
Of course they would.
Yeah.
Mine's a lot bigger now than it was when I was 16.
Whoa.
I had a big growth spurt. Mine was the same size from when I was 3 to when I was 37. And then one day I just had a growth spurt. I said my prayers.
Lucky you.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a good thing Monica Lewinsky breaks her silence. Has it only been 10 years since that's been longer, right?
No, it's been...
No, since the last time she talked. I think.
Okay.
She went away for 10 years, I guess is what they're
cares?
saying. Well, we'll get into it a little bit after the break, and we got an update on that animal that fucking, kicked the kitten.
And the kitten.
Think he's embarrassed?
No.
No.
I
No,
bet
the
she's
front
loving
page of the paper calling you pussy.
I love it. Usually, I just tweeted that. I said, usually the headlines in newspapers I hate because they're so hacky, but kind of like this one. It just says, you pussy.
I bet he's not embarrassed at all. I bet he's mad. I bet he's like pissed at people and not himself.
I don't even think that. I think he's very happy at the attention this guy.
Yeah. Then there's part of them, that loves the attention, probably.
Some internet fame. I think he's really loving the fact that his face is everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You think he'll get a web redemption on Tosh? Bring him on. I'm going to kick a cat.
This is embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
This is not the type of thing. Even a teenager doesn't want to be called you pussy on the cover of the Daily News.
But you have to have the ability to be embarrassed.
That's true.
And there's just something lacking.
I don't think he's embarrassed at all. And they found the stray cat. So we'll play some Stray Cats.
Oh, that'd be great, right?
Because after all, we're radio guys.
Right.
Now we'll take a break and do some things. We got to talk about Rob Ford. He's missing, and the MSNBC apology, and Guy Fieri.
Oh yeah.
So we got a action-packed show for you.
Opie. Can't explain. Certain kind. Can't explain. I feel hot and cold. Can't explain. Down my soul. Can't explain.
Townsend. 11 years ago today, the child porn thing went away.
Damn.
We saw that video recently on our show.
Yeah.
Of him being questioned.
He looked old there.
At the station house.
Jesus.
That was a very sad video to watch, really.
Yeah, it was.
So, in other music news, Steve Perry left Journey 16 years ago today.
Holy shit.
16 years ago. Wow. And then the other shit doesn't matter, really. I'm starting to see it your way a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, come on.
But the hitch. Boink. Boink.
Care. That's good stuff.
We should just ask.
No.
Can't we just ask?
I'm not asking anything.
Why?
I don't know.
Why not?
HR. I don't know.
Oh, good point. HR.
Puffin stuff. I got it.
And look, the song is perfect. I can't explain. Because people say, what are you talking about? I can't explain.
You're missing a Who song, Jimmy. I know you love the Who.
Who? One of my favorites. Who?
Oh,
very
nice.
That's very
crazy.
Where's the cat update? Travis, is it in our pile?
Oh, mama, a cat.
Cat update's right here.
No, that's like all the words.
Yeah.
Words.
The guy came home, the cat's alive.
Travis makes it easy. So he takes all the words, and then he highlights the more important words.
The important of the words.
Shelter rescuers catch accused Brooklyn cat kicker Andre Robinson's feline victim.
Oh.
The cat is in the bag.
Ah.
Weird news. This might be weird news,
Oh,
Travis.
no. You think it's weird news?
Yeah, let's go with weird news on this one, please.
Oh, no. I don't want to hear.
Thank you, Scorch.
Underrated stories that are very strange. Weird news.
Well, we got a kitty story.
The cat's in the bag.
Cat's in the bag.
And the pussy is hiding out with his mom.
It's pretty funny. Pretty
1980.
Funny stuff.
Yeah, you know, when we were a kid, we'd always play kick the can, but not with a cat.
Not with a cat.
Kick the cat. Goes nowhere. The greatest setup stories that go absolutely nowhere.
Nowhere.
Dude, you just walk into a bar. I don't know, are they thirsty? I don't know their circumstances. Weird news. Thirsty.
Ooh. It took 16 rescuers, wow, and several hours of chasing to capture the stray cat that managed to survive being kicked like a football by a Brooklyn punk. A vicious attack that was captured on video. What's up?
No, I'm just asking him to find something.
Oh, I thought it was some show-worthy. But so far, the only price accused kitty kicker Andre Robinson has paid for launching an innocent animal into the stratosphere has been a night in jail. We said this yesterday, that he's going to get nothing. And he's loving the attention. He's not scared. I'm sure he's getting a lot of hate his way, but he's not scared of any of that shit.
Show them punk-ass motherfuckers.
A small-time punk with 8 prior arrests, including one for a knife-point robbery in 2011. Robinson was released Tuesday on no bond after he was charged with aggravated animal cruelty.
He didn't even have to pay.
In the end, there's really not much you could do.
Right. No, unfortunately.
With a person that kicks a kitten or a cat.
Nope.
The cat is fine. I told you all the cat is fine. His mom, Mary Kirby, barked after she returned to the Brevoort houses.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
With
Sounds
her,
fancy.
The houses.
With her sullen 21-year-old son. There's nothing wrong with that cat.
What, so? Not because of anything he did, that's for sure.
Right. The gray and white kitty was being checked out for injuries at an ASPCA hospital in Manhattan. If any are found, the charges against Robinson could be up to a felony, sources said.
I think it's fine.
I think it's going to be fine.
That's one of those fucking ghetto project houses cats.
Right.
That's probably one of the nasty-ass fucking cats.
Now, I know most of us love cats, and all of us love
a good
kittens.
cat.
Most love cats. All love kittens.
Everyone loves a kitten.
You know there's going to be some dummy that says, I am going to rescue this cat. And they are going to have a nightmare on their heads.
Are they in for a time?
Oh, boy, are they.
You know, it just needs some love.
Right.
It just needs a little shucka under the chin because it's been so... Ow! 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 Get it off of me! Get it off, you son of a bitch!
You don't think the cat would respond well to their little...
No. That's one of those that'll dig its claws into your leg and just sit there with insane face.
Right.
Yow! 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 Yow!
And it just won't let go.
That cat is going to be someone's nightmare. Because you know those people are out there. They got to save everything.
Yep.
Man, I don't know. I would leave this one alone. It seems like that cat's been outside a little too long.
Oh, yeah.
And something tells me it might not be the first time that cat's been kicked.
Kicked? I bet. I bet that's got some fucking lots of Jordan marks on it.
The mom, man, she's being a bit aggressive on this whole thing.
Of course.
Because they arrested her son.
Well,
let's see. Anything you want to ask me or my son, you have to ask his lawyer.
He's got a lawyer. He's all lawyered up.
So, Kirby yelled as Robinson cowered in the shadows.
Sam, motherfucker.
Robinson was wearing the same sneakers he wore when he kicked the cat when he showed up Tuesday morning in court.
Oh, they're famous sneakers.
He admitted that he place kicked the pussycat.
Ah, pulsa.
Okay, now it's all the words we don't need.
Words. So they took the cat.
Yep.
They bring him to like some fucking little place. They check him out,
ASPCA.
and then they put him out there to the public. It's gonna be like that cat that Travis fucking tried to adopt. Travis tried to adopt a cat.
He tried to do the right
ago.
thing. And what happened, Travis?
Little Riley came over the house and just loved little Beavis. And she has a little stuffed kitty and everything. And it's adorable. And then Travis is like, you know, I'm going to do the right thing here and get his little daughter a little kitty.
Sure.
So
that cat was out the door in 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah, I think even though like it's really expensive and we don't have the money to do it, we just have to get a kitten.
You really have to. It's so bad because it's like, so many animals need to be adopted. It's like, you know what? It's true. But you can't just say to people, and I got this a lot because I bought a kitten.
Right.
And they're like, you have to adopt. Some people are not cut out to adopt an animal that already has fucking issues, you know?
I know what's going to happen.
What?
Howard, we got to save that cat.
We adopted the kitten, the cat from the projects that got kicked. Beth went down there, picked it up, and it's at my house now. That'd be hilarious.
Look, man, that guy's in cat hell.
He comes
Who's
in all
kidding?
scratched up.
Who's he kidding? He's in cat hell.
He has got to be in cat hell. We've rescued another 20 animals. Here's a picture of Howie with... and then just fucking name 20 more animals.
Right. They're going to have to euthanize that cat, Boris in Staten Island is saying. I don't know. I think someone... I don't think they euthanize that cat. You know what, Boris?
No way.
You're an idiot.
Tell that cat.
Hold on, I got to tell him to his face.
It's too famous. They're not going to euthanize it.
Thank you.
Dumb.
Boris, you're dumb. Thank you. See you later.
Goodbye.
How to say it to his face.
He didn't know how to play with weird news.
That's the proper way to hate.
Yes.
That's not from your basement from a fake account. You do it right to the person's face.
Right.
You're right, though. This cat is so famous, they have to make sure it lives.
It lives.
And someone will adopt this cat.
Some ghetto fucking kick cat. It's the kick cat ghetto fucking housing project cat.
You think it's going to be one of those cats where the ears are like just pushed way the fuck back?
Just flat fucking ears. Tail like a fucking feather duster.
We adopted the cat and we're going to name him Punty.
Punty. So I was playing with little Punty last night. Playing with little Punty. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love that we get to tell the people the news before it happens.
Yeah.
This cat will be adopted by Friday. No problem.
Hell yeah.
It has to be adopted.
Yep. And it will be a nightmare.
It has to be adopted.
Whoa.
So, how much is a kitten there, Travis?
I mean, you got to pay for the kitten, then you got to pay to get it, like, declawed. No, that's what we would do.
Don't declaw the kitty.
All my cats have always been declawed.
Oh, you're
I have
so
a dog that I'm not going to put in harm's way.
Prepare for all the fucking texts, tweets, fucking shit about what a cruel man you are.
He's right. You got to declaw it. It's either that or let it die.
I clip little Beavis's nails.
Oh, you don't declaw?
I have the clipper, and every so often I go, "Come here, Beav," and we sit on the couch, and I go,
"Nope."
Clip his little nails.
Is he cool with it?
Yeah, Beav is cool with everything.
Why do they say don't declaw the cat?
Well, because if it's an outdoor cat, he's out there.
If he's indoors.
No, it's
indoors. A lot
I
of
believe
people.
it's very painful for the little guy. It's like their nails aren't just those nails that you see. There's a whole like hinged device thing that
Pops
how their
out,
nails
right?
pop out. So all that's got to be. It's almost like removing your fingers up to the first knuckle.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I don't know.
And Beavis goes outside enough where he needs his claws.
Well, he doesn't really go out that much. What do you do?
I thought you were starting
I
to
let
come
him
in.
out a little bit, but I got to put a little skirt around a tree that he likes to climb. So I got to get some chicken wire and make not me, Pete will do it. And I put around the tree so he can't get above that point on that one tree because that's the only one he can really climb up and get to wires.
You don't want your cat to
like
get stuck in a tree. You have to call the fire department.
The fire department, help! Yeah.
Oh God.
But you have to buy a fucking kitten.
Yeah, and
How much you thinking?
How much am I thinking?
Yeah.
I have no idea. And I just moved, so I'm really not in the position to buy a cat.
Oh, buy a cat for the kid. The poor kid's crying. Buy the cat.
He'll run you a G for everything.
So,
It'll
be a while.
And then
I can't just keep taking cats in and then bringing them back the next day.
Sure you can. Just say why. This one's ugly.
This one's
His dick's
ugly,
not
I
big.
don't like it.
Maybe you brought your cat back and they said, "What's wrong? His dick's not big enough." When are you gonna come? I have something for Travis. I have a subwoofer.
Speaking.
And a little sound bar I'm giving him. Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
That's right. He's gonna have to earn it too.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you have a ride?
A rod?
It's too big to carry.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
These fucking allergies, man.
I think I got him too. What the fuck? Oh, God. My throat's scratchy. My nose is reddy.
It's ridiculous.
I'm doing the gulp. You just got fucking snot in the back of your throat.
Oh my God. It's just my eyes are just
Yeah.
itchy as all hell. My nostrils flaring or whatever. It's just like, what is that? It's just like,
oh, no, it sounds freakish.
Whatever.
War.
So you want to do the apology? Sam, I think we need some apology production because this apology thing is not going away anytime soon.
No.
We started a thing on our show. Basically, we're trying to go 10 lousy days without somebody apologizing for something on the news and in the media.
Yeah.
Do we have more than one today? I feel like there was another one.
Well, MSNBC
That's
is a
the big one.
groveling network. I've never seen a bigger collective group of grovelers than MSNBC.
Right.
They're the worst.
They will jump to an
Oh,
apology.
sorry, so sorry.
So quickly.
Holy shit.
Before even trying to explain anything.
So what, it's the pre-show to the Morning Joe?
Yeah, way too early.
Yeah, we used to watch way too early a little bit when Willie Geist was the host. He was really good at it.
What are we, how are we with Willie Geist these days? Are we friends?
That's my boy.
I like the guy. I was just so frustrated by the whole Joan Rivers thing.
Oh, right. That's what it was.
They're grooming him to be the main guy, I think, on the Today Show.
Look at the way you groom yourself, man.
And, he usually steps out.
Yeah.
He steps out and he takes, chances, unlike the rest of his colleagues. And it seems like they're starting to shape him into that same fucking mold. And whatever, he'll make millions of dollars, so he doesn't need my stupid advice, but he knew Joan Rivers was joking that day, and then
she was only joking.
He had to read the apology from the network. They apologized for her. It's just, oh God. So that one bothered me a lot. But anyway.
Now, but here's the thing with MSNBC. They had to apologize for this Cinco de Mayo thing.
Right.
In what faraway galaxy did they think that in this day and age it was going to be okay for a guy to put on a sombrero and march in front of the camera shot drinking tequila on Cinco de Mayo?
Well, they thought so stupidly that they were making fun of the way people celebrate this.
Right.
So they thought, well, the context would be obvious.
Right.
Not realizing that scumbags like them are the biggest purposeful take things out of context offenders.
Yes.
So now they get it back in their face.
So they get some
assholes.
Mexican guy.
Yeah, they just suck at doing bits.
Right.
Because the fact is, Cinco de Mayo, I don't know anything about it. But I did a lot of walking on Cinco de Mayo. What was it, Monday, I guess? Yeah. And all you saw were drunk people.
With sombreros.
With sombreros. You saw all the fixings.
Yeah.
It's a day where everyone just drinks a lot.
A lot of tequila.
That's all I know about it. What is the actual holiday?
Who the hell knows?
Is it some kind of independence thing?
I defy you.
Is it a big day for Mexico, and why?
2 people.
I really don't know. After all these years,
what the fuck it is.
I know it as a drinking holiday, quote holiday, because a lot of people, you know,
they call it Drinko de Mayo.
Yeah, don't have the day off officially, but they take the day and they have fun.
Do they do contests at all about like food?
Guac, maybe.
Wow. I'm reading the Wikipedia and I still don't know.
Yeah. I guess it's like St. Patrick's Day, but tequila.
For Mexicans.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, so what's the problem with mocking that a little bit?
Yeah.
Anyway, so MSNBC did what Ant said. And is this the actual clip
Yes.
of it? Okay.
Over the French forces in the Battle of Puebla back in 1862. It's also an excuse to drink tequila on a Monday morning at work for Lewis. President Obama will mark the holiday with a reception at the White House. You have to drink the whole thing and eat the worm. That is it for Way Too Early. Morning Joe starts right now.
Yes, the guy's just walking around in front of the camera with a sombrero.
Remember Lewis? We used to make fun of him. He stinks.
Not very
You don't think Lewis is funny?
Oh, he's horrible for that show.
Yeah.
But I don't see anything wrong with that.
No.
But
he says what Cinco de Mayo is, and then he says it's also an excuse for Lewis, meaning or people, to drink tequila.
But then it's taken completely out of context by some Mexican guy who talks about how the horrible stereotypes of the drunken Mexican with the sombrero and the tequila and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But again, how MSNBC did not see this coming is amazing, because they are one of the worst perpetrators of the out of context.
Yes,
like
on
Jimmy said.
purpose.
Yes.
Yeah, Hugo Balta, the president of the National Association.
Yeah, but how about you go Balta, you motherfucker?
A Hispanic journalist, called the segment abominable on Tuesday. On Monday, Cinco de Mayo, way too early, they made sarcastic references to the way some Americans celebrate the holiday. It was not our intention.
Some.
Oh, this is the apology, I guess? Okay.
Waddle-dee-doodle.
On Monday, Cinco de Mayo, way too early, made sarcastic references to the way some Americans celebrate the holiday. It was not our intention to be disrespectful, and we sincerely apologize for the ill-advised references.
Ill-advised.
Why don't they just say, like, it was a sarcastic reference to the way some people celebrate the holiday? Like, that's fair to explain it.
Yeah, yeah.
Why does it have to go into, we sincerely apologize? If you misinterpreted it, why are you sorry that someone else misinterpreted it?
Someone else got it wrong, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
They don't get it. They misheard you, or they misunderstood it, and it's your fault? God, they stink.
I bet they see that as like putting blackface on and doing a minstrel show.
Do we have the actual apologies, Sam?
I don't know if they've done it on air yet.
It was a written apology.
They were going to do it today.
Could you go to the guy who runs Way Too Early, the host, because his tweets were so groveling.
Yeah.
Was he really?
Oh, boy, was he. He's panicking.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Fired.
Please, I can't get fired. I can't lose my job. I can't lose my job. Then, meanwhile, when somebody else does something, he'll be the first one to report it and, you shouldn't fucking do that and you should be fired.
What do you think is the end game? Like, what happens with this state that we're in?
This is crazy.
Does it eventually, people keep saying it's going to get to a point of critical mass and everybody's just going to stop it, but like I don't have enough faith in people that we're just going to realize, like, wow, we've been hypersensitive cunts. That's like the culture of what we do now.
Oh, they love to apologize.
There's the pushback slowly happening where people are just, mocking everybody that is apologizing.
There's few people out there that can get away with that, with doing something, not apologizing for it, and not blowing up their entire life. Joan Rivers is one. Yep. She's fine after what she did. Who else? Ann Coulter. She could say whatever the fuck she wants, put out books, get on talk shows, and she's impervious to anybody really taking her down.
Yeah, it's a small list.
It is.
Louis C.K. probably.
Yeah, but look, they both survive.
Yeah.
Joan, especially, and Ann Coulter both survive without. I mean, Joan has a gig here and there, but they're both independent of any company.
Yes.
Like, they're big enough names where they can just kind of survive on their own.
You got to be your own fucking person.
Right. Let me say hi to Tony in Dallas, a regular to the Opie and Anthony show. Tony?
Hey, yeah.
Hey, if you remember, Danny Trejo he said that Cinco de Mayo is just another day that you better have bail money because the Mexicans go do something stupid.
Oh, man.
There you go.
He didn't say
And that's
anything
Danny
about
Trejo, real live Mexican.
Right.
All right, guys, punch it out.
Thank you. So the guy, his name's Thomas Roberts, I guess. He's the host of Way Too Early. He tweeted on Monday, Cinco de Mayo, Way Too Early made sarcastic references. Okay, it was the thing we just read, to the way some Americans celebrate the holiday. It was not our intention to be disrespectful, and we sincerely apologize for the ill-advised.
Ill-advised.
Well, couldn't they just say it wasn't our intention to be disrespectful? Okay, you've just explained yourself. Why the apology if people didn't get what you did?
Just go. We were going silly, and some people are offended by it.
And this is how
Whatever.
some people. Everybody thinks if you do something, you're characterizing every single person in that category. Like that's not the case. There are people that go out and drink with a sombrero and swigging tequila out of a bottle on Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
That's who you were portraying in that. Not every single Mexican person. It's astounding. I get that all the time when I say that the hoodie is the uniform of the thug. Never, and I always get accused of saying, "Oh, so if you wear a hoodie, you're a thug." It's like, no, don't you get what I said? A lot of times, you see that closed circuit surveillance. That is a hoodie involved,
right?
In those convenience store robberies and stuff. I'm not saying everyone that wears a hoodie is a thug. Just like I'm not saying, I'm sure MSNBC wasn't saying everyone that celebrates Cinco de Mayo does it like that. Waddle doodle apology. I hate apologies. That's what we get these days. This clock is reset, huh?
Reset back to zero.
I'm sure we'll get another one.
We've
very
already
soon.
had 2 this week, right?
Yeah. It's crazy.
So we're back to zero. We're just trying to go. Let's get this out to the media, please, before someone else gets credit for this one.
Bet it.
We're trying to go 10 days without an apology. 10 lousy days.
10 days in a row, no apology. I don't see it happening.
No, I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Not in this climate.
So,
fuck.
There's that.
And that's that.
And that's that then. Rob Ford.
What's going on there?
Never made it to rehab.
Did he say no, no, no?
I think he did say no. I believe he did.
Yeah?
He was supposed to fly to Chicago.
Chicago.
He was supposed to fly to Chicago for some of that rehab. And then he never officially made it into the country.
Never even made it into the country.
Was he actually... People close to Rob Ford say he's in rehab and didn't enter U.S. last week. What?
Holy shit.
The mystery of Toronto Mayor Rob Ford's whereabouts deepened Tuesday. So the headline's wrong. Following reports that he did not enter the United States as expected, but instead returned to Canada after landing at a Chicago airport. Ford's lawyer said last week that the mayor had left Toronto for rehab after a video surfaced. We know that. Nearly a year after. We know that. All right, so his plane was headed for Chicago. But Roy Norton.
Oh, relation?
Jimmy?
I actually know Roy, yes.
Yeah? Nice. Told the Globe and Mail that Ford voluntarily withdrew his application to enter the U.S. when he landed and was not denied entry per se. Morris and Doug Ford, Rob's brother, declined to discuss the Globe's report, but insisted Tuesday that the mayor is in rehab.
So he is, but not in the U.S.?
I guess.
I have no idea.
The most important thing, everyone who's concerned if he's in rehab, the answer is yes, Doug Ford told the AP. But can we believe Doug Ford? That's Rob's brother.
You can't believe him either.
As far as whereabouts, that's personal, and that should stay with Rob. Fair enough, actually. Doug Ford said he has spoken with his brother since he entered the program, and that he is doing well. He's feeling great, actually. He's feeling good. He's bought into the program. Buying into the program, it's been a day. Jimmy, can you buy into the program after a day?
They're such liars.
I think that's a little tough.
A little tough,
well, that's
right?
his brother. He's bought into the program, and he's getting the support he needs.
He's fine. He could go home tomorrow.
Hey, look, you can. I mean, for many years, people got sober long before there was like a lot of rehabs, but usually you have to go somewhere and dry out first. But, I mean, it's not impossible.
Okay. Who are we to say?
Yeah.
It's hard to read these things without, you know...
Sucking snot?
Sucking
little snot sucking going on?
Fucking phlegm.
Why couldn't he go to a rehab in Canada? They don't have good rehab?
I think that's exactly what happened.
Yeah?
Maybe they were scared if he's in the United States that they can't control him better or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe
it'd be a lot easier for him to leave rehab.
Yeah, maybe the last minute's like, look, we got to keep him, you know, close to Toronto. I don't know. I have no idea. Because that would be a pain in the ass for people to visit him and stuff, too.
True.
Have to fly into Chicago.
But that's usually a good thing, right? A little isolation.
Sure.
Yeah, rehabilitation.
Travis, you want a kitten or what?
Yeah, of course I want a kitten.
David in Connecticut, go ahead.
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
We've actually got some kittens now that are 2 weeks old.
Aww.
Being handled, raised, and we got them in our house. We'd be more than happy to bring one down when they're age, free of charge for Travis and little Riley.
All right, let's put this guy on hold.
Oh, put him on hold. Yeah. What do they look like, sir?
There are 3 little tiger girls and 2 little black and white boys.
I bet they're all adorable.
They're all adorable. You pick them all up at the same time and put them on your face and just go.
When are you allowed to touch kittens?
We were touching them the same day.
No, but I mean pedestrians.
Oh, I mean, you can usually take them home at like 6 or 7 weeks.
That's when you got Beavis?
Yeah.
So, he was already growing by then.
Well, no, he was pretty tiny when I brought him home. Oh my God, was he?
We want to do Kitten Day on our show, so you come down with the kittens. We'll freaking have them crawl all over everything.
That'd be great.
And we'll try to make our viral video.
Oh, can't lose with kittens.
It's got a couple. That have done well.
I love kitten videos.
All right, David, hold on.
Except the ones where you kick them. People don't like that. They get a lot of hits. People do view the kicking video.
Right.
But I think they like other ones better.
Let's say hi to Jacob, who's out of Cleveland.
Hey, what's up, guys?
You guys got to be happy LeBron didn't win the MVP, huh?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Well, you're still holding a grudge. That's too bad.
He didn't sound like he gave half a fuck.
Who cares?
That's kind of why I do it. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, there's this clip from Family Feud, and there's this chick, huge tits. She's really hot. She's got like a mile of cleavage or so. And anyway, so she's like jumping up and down and like jiggling her tits.
Sam, what are you waiting for?
I didn't hear the first
Family Feud, the chick with massive tits.
I didn't hear the Family Feud.
Stop over there looking at Hulk Hogan pictures.
And she's jumping up and down.
Oh, yeah, and there's this black guy standing across from her at the podium thing.
Steve Harvey.
And
Right.
he, like,
Oh, look at this. Hold on. It says, oh, my God. Wait, start over, Sam.
How about you make it bigger, Sam, so I can see those giant tits jiggling?
No. You
Wow,
just
they're
can't
big.
say your answer right now. No, we have to interview.
Uh-oh.
She's a blonde girl with huge, delicious tits.
She's very good looking.
Steve, I actually own a farm and a cafe.
You own a
Her name's Carly.
I
Blonde
do.
hair, big boobies.
Yeah, me too.
Suck them.
Your initials are CC.
CCC.
CCC.
Carly Christine Kerrigan, yes.
She kind of looks like a young Pam Anderson, right? A little bit.
Double D.
Oh, man.
Look at
Double D boobs. Of the fake variety. They're a little tight.
I didn't mean to make anyone uncomfortable.
You can do that on Family Feud? This is the greatest show I've ever had.
Why did Steve Harvey decide to keep the big caterpillar mustache
I
but
don't know.
shave his head?
I never liked that mustache.
She's pretty hot right there.
Okay, CC.
Is she a dope?
Is that it?
Oh, she's coming
yes,
out with
she
her
does.
giant breasts. I want to kiss those.
Nice, yeah.
Are they fake or is she just naturally?
No, those are fake.
I just noticed it.
She's standing across from her. I just reach over and honk her tit instead of hitting the little buzzer. Honk. Whoa!
She's jumping, like shaking her tits to distract them. I'd like to go to her farm.
Wow.
Lick her feet.
Question 2. Give me Carly, give me Daria.
Oh my God! It's just a montage of her going up to
Yeah.
answer questions with her big boobies.
Get him, Carly.
She got a nice ass, too.
Yeah, I love her.
Her ass was wiggling, too. Ah, look at his eyes. He just looked right at her tits. Oh, man.
Wow. Good find there, Jacob.
Yeah.
We'll tweet this video out as well if you're following us on Twitter. O&A
She's
Show.
very pretty. I think I want to marry her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That explains the gays.
Yeah.
Oh, the gays.
The gays, what?
That camping trip the other day. Sam Snell. Sorry, Sam.
There.
No.
All right, this is just
Yeah,
nonsense.
it was
Now we're
watching
just
Family
watching
Feud. Like,
tits.
look at the lady's giant boobs.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Her
boobs. It's got 700,000 views.
Amazing.
It should have way more.
But there's so many better tit videos with a big dick between them.
That's true, but
I don't
you
know.
know,
Something to be
shit like
said
that.
about like where they're still covered up a little bit.
Yes, here's what's to be said about that. Yuck. I like big fucking free tits.
You want it all
Uncover 'em.
right there in front of you.
Uncover that.
Yeah, or at
You
least
don't want
knowing
them
that-
leaving anything for the imagination, huh?
No, my imagination's good for other things. Thank you very much. Oh, wait.
There we go. Ah, Jimmy. He's just being facetious.
Yeah, you got you.
Mean. What is that?
Anyway, we have the MSNBC apologies.
Oh, we do. What?
Yeah. 2 people had to do it.
2 people.
The main guy, Thomas Roberts, from Way Too Early, and then some guy named Louis, I don't know, Bergdorf or something. I don't know.
The,
I don't know a lot of these guys.
Is he
over
Mexican, the
there.
guy that did it?
No.
Oh, well, in that case.
Here's Thomas Roberts.
Before we go to the cooler, I wanted to take a moment right here because on Monday, Cinco de Mayo, Way Too Early made sarcastic references to the way some Americans celebrate the holiday, and it was not our intention to be disrespectful, and we sincerely apologize for those references. You know, after 20 years in this business, anyone who knows...
Oh, boy.
They made us apologize once, and we did it in disgust.
It was terrible. We're not good at it.
We don't want to be
Can't
good
make
at
We
it.
can't make it sound sincere
You could
at
put
all.
that after so many statements. We're not good at it.
Exactly.
Picking co-host.
Wait a minute. I don't like the direction that went in.
Well, wait a minute. I'm not sure which one he's talking about.
He's speaking for both of you, implying that Sam Roberts is a hunk of shit. And I resent that.
We're in a bit of a quandary. I don't know which one he's referring to right there, and I don't want to know. But to add like that shit in my 20 years, shut the fuck. You don't mean any of this crap.
None.
Wouldn't it be funny if he said, I've fucked a lot of Mexican girls, and they're really good in the sack, and I didn't mean to offend any of those bitches.
For those references. You know, after 20 years in this business, anyone who knows me knows where I stand on diversity and inclusion.
Oh, my God! I can't take it.
The insincerity of this.
Oh, my God.
I'm embarrassed for the country.
This is what we are dealing with.
This is who we are.
This groveling, this not only did he just apologize, but now he's got to give a little postscript of how, it's the fucking McCarthy hearings.
He's got to explain his whole life.
Yes,
and why
yes.
he might not be. It's kind of like when you used to say, like, hey, I'm not a racist. I got black friends.
I got black friends, and that became like a joke.
Right.
If you say that, it means you are really a racist.
But there was a time when we were growing up, once again, that was actually something people said and meant.
Right.
There was no joke involved.
Yeah.
That was the way you try to explain to people that you weren't racist.
And
oh my God, he's going to explain his whole life now.
He knows where I stand on diversity and inclusion. So, to those I let down or feel betrayed, I hear you and I'm sorry. So we want to go over to Lewis now with a look at the stories in the cooler this morning, and I know you are contrite as well.
Thomas, I wanted to express my sincere apologies.
I made him do it too.
Oh, double apology all the way. Oh, double apology. Look, it's so beautiful. Double groveling.
MSNBC is fucking embarrassing themselves.
Jesus Christ.
A double apology. So Thomas, the first guy, had nothing really to do with it.
God,
he's the host, and then Lewis, who stinks on TV. He was the one with the sombrero and the tequila and the Morocco, whatever.
And the other guy guilts him into it. Obviously, they knew they were going to do this, but it's like, also contrite.
Right.
Like, it's your turn now to grovel and beg.
Right. Your turn, Lewis.
Thomas, I wanted to express my sincere apologies as well. I truly was never my intention to offend anyone, and if I did, and I know I did, I'm very sorry. Now, let's go over to the cooler so check on this past weekend's
Let's
Kentucky
go over to the cooler
Derby.
to find our testicles, which we used to have, but they've been removed and put in this cooler. Let's go look at them, pick them up and smell them. Cold onions, fucking cocksuckers.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Ugh. I need a shower now.
I'll help you.
Ugh.
Sorry. Not great.
Oh, man.
That inner voice. Nice.
Those fucking apologies.
Because, all right.
Wow.
All right. Let's say we're in their world. I try to, I really, now that I'm older, I try to see it other ways. I try. So, okay. They come to you like, look, we're getting some heat. You got to apologize. But why does it have to be to the point, like, if, in my 20 years, and if you really know who I am.
My record on diversity and inclusion.
Why go that far with it? Why not go, hey, we were trying for something, it didn't really work, or some people it didn't work with, and we apologize, but whatever. We were just going for a dumb, silly joke. Why can't that be good enough?
That's never good enough.
But he brings up diversity and his record. My record shows.
Let the record show that diversity and inclusion are two of the most valued. Oh, shut up.
I wish he would have fallen apart at the end. In my 20 years, I've worked with a lot of blacks, I've worked with a few queers, and even a few Jews. And let me say, diversity is important. Wait, what do you mean I'm doing this wrong?
What?
Right.
I'll let you go to the test pattern.
Well, back to zero.
Yeah.
The apology clock. I'm sorry, guys. We thought we'd get a few days in without an apology. But
a double apology like that is...
Oh, that's classic.
So unnecessary.
Pass the apology baton.
Yes.
Yes.
God.
Lewis, I think you wanted to say something.
Didn't you want to grovel, too?
Yes, Lewis, please get down here with me and open your mouth.
But when we had to apologize and they set us down, they're like, and we need both of you guys to read part of this statement. And remember, we're ripping up, we're trying to give any sign possible to our audience that we didn't mean any of it.
You winked, but it was on radio, so no one saw it.
Yeah.
But I swear we had no choice. That's the sad part. We had no fucking choice. They would have taken our show.
Yeah.
They would have fucking taken our show.
Yeah, Hugh and those guys, they really were good.
But man, the disgust in our voice, and we're just ripping up or crumbling up the apology to show people it was written for us and stuff.
Yeah.
That was a bad day, man. I fucking hated that we had to apologize for that. Fuck.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
I guess we were in the New York Times on Sunday. Someone's on hold, but then he just
crossword.
Ooh! I know we make crossword puzzles these days.
We're always in that dumb crossword puzzle.
That's kind of cool. Were we in the New York Times on Sunday? That's a big deal. Were we mentioned or something? Where did that guy go?
Well, where's the guy?
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
I don't know.
They did a huge article on me in the Sunday Times, just men about town.
About town.
Gentlemen who should need to be acknowledged. It's in this section.
They did not.
We're getting ready for our Guy Fieri interview.
Oh!
You got to hear this song. You don't have to watch the whole video. I did a Chip video yesterday. But you know how you have to get to the Chip part?
Dude, can I put it on YouTube? The Instagram videos don't go anywhere after a while.
Oh, I don't care. I was only.
Yeah, but put it on your YouTube though, man. It'll put it on both. Is what I'm saying. Sorry,
but that's okay. It's only a 10-second video. But I was watching Airport 77.
Oh, wow.
And it was on, like, HBO Go on one of their movies.
Right.
And I had to watch it because we've been bashing these films. And there's a blind singer on Airport. It's about the one that goes in the water.
In the water, oh, boy.
But this is like when they're in the lounge flying around, and he's singing, and Chip comments, but the singing is what I've been obsessively hearing in my head. And there's a lot more of it, but, you know, in this video, Chip just heard a few seconds and then comment.
Right.
But you have to hear this song. It's all I've been thinking of is this verse. It will not go away. He's a blind singer in the first-class lounge of the plane.
Oh, nice.
That's all I've been. This guy fucking sucks.
Fucking hats on all hip hop. Jesus.
Guy fucking sucks.
But that beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Oh, wow, that is bad.
And he's blind, and there's a... remember they put the poison gas through the vents and everybody falls asleep and they take the plane over?
Is that what happened in that one?
And there's a thing where the blind guy falls... because that song goes on for a good 45 seconds.
Oh,
it's
God.
Fucking terrible.
That is bad.
It's all I've been hearing in my head is his little... the beholder...
Is Jack Lemmon in that one?
Of course, he's the pilot.
All
Jimmy
right.
Stewart's the doddering man that owns the plane. Backstories that no one gives a fuck about.
It's
Christopher Lee.
Endear you to the people on the plane, so you care about them and hope they get rescued.
Carlos wants in really quickly before the break.
Carlos?
That's funny, man.
Mamba lessons.
Go to Jim Norton's Twitter. You tweeted it, obviously, right? Jim Norton on Twitter for the Chip video. Carlos, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, guys, just one last comment on the Cinco de Mayo. I'm Hispanic, so let me give you a different take. Personally, I'm embarrassed that I have other Hispanics in my race that would take that position of being offended. I mean, I grew up in this country. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I mean, do you have a bunch of Irish people on St. Patrick's Day offended that somebody's walking around with a freaking green top hat and a green vest?
No.
And they're Irish? I don't think so. It's just dumb and I'm offended. I guess I get douche chilled just like Ant does.
Oh, good for you, Carlos.
The Irish don't get offended that often, right?
Nah.
Well, we got one that's actually on the line from Atlanta, too. Carlos, hold on. Maybe you live next to Bill. Bill in Atlanta, go ahead.
Billy.
Yeah, I think it's time to start the apology clock again. Someone needs to apologize for all these stupid, waspy Irish people that, and not Irish people because it is our holiday, but all these other, it's like Cinco de Drinko, and we just have to have more holidays. But I'm just tired of all the apologies. We're Irish, we're proud of it, and we like to get drunk and fall down stupid, and then of course us dumb waspy people go out on Cinco de Drinko, and we drink a little tequila and fall down drunk. Why not? So it's
Sounds fun.
Hey, why not? But it's just gotten way crazy. Apologize for this, apologize for that. I mean,
Oh, okay. I thought you were offended by St. Patty's Day.
oh no, hell no,
Oh, okay,
man.
yeah. When someone messed up your phone call, I would have never taken this call.
The rule is you can
Why
only
would I?
point out good things about someone's culture.
Yeah. Right.
And when you're using
Thank you, Bill.
sameness and saying, well, this group does this, it can only be with something good. Now, how come no one's ever objected when someone says, the Italians are hardworking people? Like, why has not one Italian jumped up and said, well, wait a minute, I'm lazy, and a lot of people I know are lazy.
Exactly.
You're lumping us in with their goodness.
Right.
No one minds that.
Right.
But if you say Italians are lazy,
It's organized crime. That's the one.
Organized crime, yeah,
I
whatever.
love that one. Oh, so we're all in the mafia? No.
Right.
Try saying Italians have giant cocks. Not one peep
nice.
out of anyone.
Well, blacks don't mind that one.
Yeah, a lot of people really object to that one.
Oh, yeah.
White people object to it for them. Do you think they want to be classified by the size of their genitals? If they're black, yes. If they're Asian, no.
If I had a donger, that's all
You
I
do
would.
have a donger.
That's all I would care about.
Is a donger a big dick or is it just a heavy dick?
I think
heavy.
I think it's big and heavy,
girthy
and weighty.
Weighty.
Gets a tough time getting completely turgid.
A lot of blood.
Oh boy!
It's when you hold the cock, half it just hangs like a sausage.
Sausages.
Why don't we break here? We're going to talk about Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, speaking of cock.
Yeah. There's some other shit. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
This is good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Elock's talking to me. I swear he is. You can't hear that.
The E to the R?
E to the R. I forgot to mention our podcast. It's podcast day.
Ooh.
As I suck snot.
Who's that?
And phlegm. Fuck. We decided it was so damn good that we put Seth Rogen up on the podcast this week.
Damn.
I know you just heard it, but it's timely with his new movie coming out, Neighbors, Friday. So, the O&A podcast with Seth Rogen this week.
He was a fun guest.
If you didn't hear it, man, please go get the podcast. It was great. He killed it for 45 minutes for us.
Yeah.
45 straight minutes. He was great. He was right on. Funny as all hell. Answers anything. So, get the podcast in all the usual places, especially iTunes for bragging rights, all right?
iTunes.
I tweeted the link. It's on our Twitter by now. It's on our Facebook page, O&A Show, on Twitter and Facebook. And Jimmy's a little bummed because he didn't get his Roger Daltrey picture signed.
Yeah, that's all right. It was left, and I guess either someone forgot to ask him. It's a nice photo, though. It's a delightful photo. We both look very handsome in it.
But isn't it good enough that you got a picture with the guy? Yeah. I don't need the autographs anymore. If I get a picture with a celebrity that I really care about, that's good enough for me. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you know why I wanted it, because I'm starting to fix my apartment up a little bit, so I'm trying to display things nicer.
Oh.
So that'll kind of look cool to be displayed nicely.
Do you rotate things? Do you sometimes go, I'm going to take that down? This is only being shown for 2 weeks. And I'm changing it.
I'm not far enough into it. Like, I just got shelving put in and stuff, and I'm really awful. So I'm starting to take, I took out, I have to buy new frames. I don't know how to do that stuff at all. Man. But I'm starting to do it, so I'm like, it would look kind of nice to have that, but it still would look nice like this.
Yeah.
My McCartney, I just wish my neck didn't look so fucking douchey in my McCartney photo.
You have a douchey neck?
It's a dinosaur neck. Because I was ready to do a selfie.
Oh,
and then
you squished it? You went for a squish?
Even though McCartney goes, well, let him take it. He had his guy take the picture, but I still had Brontosaurus neck.
Oh, no.
I'm conscious of the squishy neck these days. I make sure I don't go squishy neck.
It's over to the side.
It's not that bad. No, why? It's Paul fucking
No, I know,
McCartney.
but it's all I look at when I see that. I don't see a beetle. I see a fucking slug boy. I see a blubberneck slug boy. Blubberneck slug boy.
Slug boy.
With no dashes in between. One long word.
That's just a cool picture.
Am I right or wrong, Sal?
That's Paul McCartney, man.
Who? Oh, I'm just looking at the fat kid in the bottom.
Oh.
Neck McGillicuddy.
It's not bad.
Double chin neck McGillicuddy. I could have that photoshopped.
You want people to Photoshop it for you? I think they could do that.
No, I don't have faith in the listeners.
You sure?
Maybe Coke Logic. I'll send a good copy.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of guys out there that know how to Photoshop.
Oh, they're going to move your head all bad.
I don't. Wait. I don't think they're going to do a good job with my picture.
I bet they're not.
No, if you ask them nicely, they'll do the right thing.
I'm afraid that they'll make me look stupid and tweet it to Paul McCartney.
No, they won't do that.
I don't want them to make me look stupid and tweet it to Paul McCartney.
Please fix Jimmy's neck in the Paul McCartney photo. He would appreciate it.
Yeah, make me look really good, guys.
You just got to ask nicely. I think we asked nicely. We're good.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine with that.
All right, I appreciate
Don't worry
that.
about it,
Oh,
okay?
my God. There's a lot you could do with that picture.
Yeah, just fix just smooth out the neck a little bit, right?
Yeah.
A teeny bit.
I think it's a quick fix. Don't you worry.
I hope
okay?
I hope so. Because I'm afraid that somebody may take advantage and try to make me look ridiculous and then send it to Paul McCartney.
Oh, God, no.
Well, you know
they
what?
They love you, Jimmy. They wouldn't do that.
It would be so easy to put something through Paul McCartney's fingers like that. It's aiming right at your face. I mean...
I didn't even see that as a possibility.
Yeah,
I didn't either, but I'll bet somebody else did.
That's a good one right there.
Oh, yeah. I see it now.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
He's holding his hand, almost like something, whatever could be in there. I don't know what.
Yeah.
You're going to have a perfect picture. Where's that picture so they can Photoshop it properly for you?
It's up on O&A Show on Twitter.
Okay. Look at his fucking picnic bench tablecloth shirt he's wearing.
It's nice, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, I do.
If anyone in this room was wearing it, you'd be making jest.
I'd put an arrow through it.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be the same quality quality as the one McCartney's
right,
wearing.
I'm sure that's high quality.
It's probably the
there.
best shirt. It's probably an $800 shirt, and it's probably a cruelty-free shirt.
Right. He doesn't like hurting animals.
He's a nice man. In that moment I interacted with him, he was a very nice man.
Yeah, what'd you say?
He's supposedly really down to earth.
Say hi, love your work. What'd you do?
As we were walking, I saw him coming, and I held my camera out. And I'm like, can we take a quick selfie? And I just real quick, before he was... I didn't fumble. I watched other people waiting.
Oh, no.
And they would just...
Fumble.
And I just held it out, and he goes, well, I'll let him take it. And he stopped and put his arm around me, and he gave it to the guy, and he took a nice photo. He was really nice. But I had the camera ready. He literally had to stop for 2 seconds and go... Tch-tch. But there was another girl that, as soon as we did that, she went, Paul, like she was like 10 feet away. And
Bob.
The worst.
Oh, so he was stuck at that point.
Yeah, he's a fucking Beatle.
He is. Well, you know.
Are you still watching the Abbey Road crossing?
No, a bunch of people that were...
Oh, my God.
I got tweets about that, how
I got some tweets, and people posting still pics.
It's addicting for whatever reason. Let's go there real fast. Let's just see what.
Let's see what's happening.
It's the Abbey Road crossing.
Wow, there's still a crowd there, yeah.
Thanks to Guyism for turning me on to this a few days ago.
Right,
these people all day long will cross right where the Beatles did for that famous album cover and try to reenact the photo. And someone was telling me that people absolutely get hit a lot at this crossing. Oh, boy, this is the longest we've gone with that.
What are these assholes doing? Oh, they just crossed the street.
Oh. What does it say on that wall? On the
Feel
right?
free to go out and die.
I don't know. Maybe that's where the actual Abbey Road studio is? Is that? I don't know.
Oh, by the way, the squiggly lines, somebody tweeted me, was from the Red Hot Chili Peppers album.
Oh, yeah,
that's probably why you
I saw
thought
that
of
one. They're kind of crossing the street, and they get the squiggly line.
That's probably why you wondered why they're
Yes, I knew I had seen the squiggly lines.
Right. These are just regular Joes going to work.
Yeah, no one's really out there.
Oh, no, there's a guy with a camera. He's filming himself walking
He's
across.
like, look, here I am.
Here I am crossing. Oh, wow, and this is the first time there's no one there.
Wow, look at that. I want to see a head-on collision and 4 bodies fall out bleeding on that crosswalk, lined up like they're the Beatles, but they're dead.
I think it's a shitty day. It's kind of like rainy and stuff. That's why.
England.
Okay.
Isn't that just how
That was a
England
bust.
is all the time?
That one was a bust right there.
Jolly old England.
It's Family Feud Day. And someone turned me on to the fact that Ron Bennington, our good pal, Ron Fez, of course, now on Raw Dog at noon.
Yes.
That
Got
Ronnie...
the fuck out of here.
That's right.
That's what we did.
Everyone is telling me that Ronnie does a great Steve Harvey Family Feud impression.
Oh.
What are you doing? Yeah. Stop. Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. You ever watch him do it?
Yeah.
I'm going to do Steve Harvey for you right here, and I'm not even making this up. What do they always say when we surveyed him?
Yeah.
We surveyed 100 men to find out. He's always yelling. He has a fucking T to the end of every word. And then he's upset every time somebody gives a risque answer, which is almost every answer on the show now. So he's like this. We surveyed 100 men to find out what they said was big and hard in their pants. All right, let's go over here to the preacher lady. 100 men said what was big and hard in their pants. Their penis? Oh, damn! Oh, my God, she didn't! You did not say that! What else was there to fucking say?
Jeez.
What else was there to say? Steve Harvey?
There's like a whole series of videos on YouTube of him just reacting to other people's crazy shit.
But it's set up that way.
Yeah.
There's nothing else you could possibly say.
But he's a man of God, so he doesn't want to hear that type of stuff.
Or he'll react like they just told him really bad news, like the straight face and kind of just look at the ground. Some white guys standing there.
We surveyed 100 women to find out what on them get them wet. Every fucking time he's shocked. There's very little you can say. I want to get Earl's family on there.
God, that would be amazing. I think they dominate, too.
100 mans was interviewed.
I love it.
Good job,
Fucking
Ron.
Ronnie, man. That's funny.
Ron and Fez on Raw Dog at noon. Very funny. Now I got to hear Steve Harvey.
I know. 'Cause
Why
I
didn't we
never
pick up
noticed-
on that?
I never noticed that.
Howie and Roosevelt. Howie.
Hey, this isn't a setup by Steve Harvey, but it's pretty funny. So there's an African American family on the Family Feud show, and the question is, give me a word that follows the word pork, like pork chop, P-O-R-K.
Right.
Put it on, give it a watch. It's pretty damn funny, man. The first answer, the woman is a stupid answer. She's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
So wait for the second guy.
All right, second guy.
Point
Okay.
values have doubled. Here we go. Top 6 answers are on the board. Name something that follows the word pork.
Chops.
Lawn!
Huh?
Lawn! Pork lawn!
Lawn. What? Pork lawn.
L-I-O-N, lawn!
Oh, lawn.
Glad you spelled it. The hell is a pork lawn? I thought you said lawn like the grass outside. I was going, what the hell is a pork lawn? Lawn! Looking for the pork lawn.
So this is turned into
Pork
belly.
Pork chops, you dumb cunts. How dumb are they?
Uh-oh, they're going to play, and there's still time left, so this ain't over yet.
Yeah.
All right, shut
All
up.
right, all right. Thank you, Howie. Howie Roosevelt, thanks.
No.
Name something that follows the word pork.
You pine.
Huh?
Holy shit, you dumb motherfucker. You pine. Porcupine.
You pine as opposed to chops.
Right.
Yes, Booter
And they're like, yeah.
He said, Q-pine.
Oh, Harvey.
Steve
Q-pine.
Harvey's doing his thing now. He's shucking and jiving. He acting the fool.
It's Q-pine.
It's a good question.
You like that one, Chip?
This is the greatest answer I've ever heard.
I thought penis was.
Yeah, what happened to penis?
Pork penis.
No, I feel you. It's number one. Oh, my mama. Pow.
Oh, shit. This is a little violent.
It's number one. Oh, really? Well, I tell you what. It's going to be number one on YouTube. But
Oh, shit.
Number one on, I can bet every dollar I got. You the only person that said Q-pine.
Q-pine. Put it up there, yo. Put it up there.
Oh, boy. Family Feud Day
Wow.
continues on O&A for whatever reason.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know how this started, but I think we're running out of clips, though, by now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me up the shitter would have been a better answer.
It should be pork me up the shitter, Jimmy. Is that what you were implying?
Yep.
You were subtly implying.
Yes, I was.
Anyone fix your picture yet, Jimmy?
I'll say that they've not been helpful thus far.
Why?
I don't know.
You've seen some?
Yes, I have. They're not good.
You sure about that?
Couldn't be sure.
Okay. Couldn't be sure. Ah. Can you pass the tissues?
Yeah.
I see you're hurting, too, with this
I'm
shit.
fucking
And you don't get allergies.
No, my nostrils are all itchy, and my nose is runny, and my throat is scratchy.
Do you look? I look.
I don't look.
I look.
Can't.
Gotta look.
am
I love to look.
horrified
Gotta
of
look.
snot in all way, shape, or form.
Gotta look. Jimmy.
Yeah, I can't look.
He gave you Paul McCartney face. Wow, if Paul doesn't have hair, he kind of looks a little, let's just say funny. Let's just say funny.
Handy capable.
Wow, that is really good. Jim Norton with Paul McCartney face. Where is that one?
It's called Face Bomb. I don't know if that
Face Bomb. Wow.
So
how do they see that picture?
Just go to my app mentions.
It just took Paul's face and put it on your head.
Right. Fenway _SB. Sorry.
That's funny.
Or Jim Norton's at mentions.
I'm Jim Norton.
Jim Norton. Jim Norton. Anyway. We did the Rob Ford. So Monica Lewinsky, yeah. What the fuck?
This is the way she's talking about what happened years ago and what she needs to do now. It almost sounds like somebody that actually did something in their life.
Right.
Talking about, like, she is famous for blowing the president when she was an intern.
Yeah.
And getting cum on her dress.
Yeah.
And that's it. And now she's like, I need to reclaim my destiny and who I am as a person. I need to restructure the way I'm perceived in it. Shut the fuck up, Hua.
There's nothing else to say. Didn't she write a book, too? Wasn't there a book that came out? Didn't she do Barbara Walters? She did everything.
Oh, she also had a cigar shoved in her pussy. That's right. Right. Bill Clinton thought that was hilarious. Right. Which, I'm not going to argue.
I don't know. I don't fault. She, like Andrea Pizer wrote an article. Oh, Monica, close your mouth and disappear.
Oh.
It's almost like we got what we need out of her.
Yeah.
And she was humiliated for a long time.
Right.
And I'm not saying, I got why there was a joke about it, but people are the ones who talked about her. She kept her mouth shut. She wasn't going on talk shows and blabbing about it.
No, she didn't, Jim. Get it? She didn't keep her mouth shut.
Oh, she was fucking peckers. But you know what I mean? Like, she was quiet. Everybody got every ounce of mileage out of it. She was in every magazine, on every newspaper, late night talk shows. Everyone talked about her ad nauseum.
Right.
And now people are wondering, well, why is she fucked up over this? Why doesn't she just shut up and get over it? Because we're done with her.
But if you fuck the married president, you are taking a gamble that if that gets out, you are going to be the scourge, the fucking scapegoat, whatever, the person that's bullied in the public eye. You gotta. That's a gamble you're taking.
No, I know that. Even though she was young, it's like what girl's going to say no to sucking the It's hard to say no to that.
I bet a bunch did.
But you're probably right.
I bet a bunch said no, and aren't going through this horribleness.
But just that people are mad that now she's like, that's what bothers me. Not like that the people made fun of her, but now all of a sudden they're like, oh, shut up. But it was like, how come we didn't shut up for fucking 10 years about this girl?
Jimmy's riding in on his white steed.
Yeah,
in his suit of armor.
No, it's more like for Andrea Pizer to tell someone, are you going to tell me you didn't write about that until it was over?
Andrea Pizer.
I would never answer. She's a delight.
She really
I'm not going to white knight Monica Lewinsky. I don't agree on this.
But it's coming out of nowhere, though.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Well, why is Vanity Fair talking to her then?
I don't know. I think
it's posturing for a Hillary possible run.
So they probably are like pushing for anything that could maybe damage her. So let's get Monica back on the circuit.
Back in the news to show that you can't control your husband. How can you control a country?
But why? You know what I mean? It's like if she's so irrelevant, why would Vanity Fair?
She'll never be irrelevant.
She's only relevant because we make her relevant. If no one
She'll
would
always
talk
be
to her,
relevant, though.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, then we shouldn't complain that she's talking.
Presidential shit never goes away.
You're always talking?
She's bummed about her global humiliation. But she knew better at her age. She was old enough to know that maybe it wouldn't be a good idea to take a cigar in your pussy.
She didn't blow up the whole spot. That fucking fat pig Linda Tripp did.
Oh, good point.
Monica didn't go out and blab to the tabloids. She kept her mouth shut after that. She didn't fucking start it. That was all fatso Linda Tripp.
Yeah, whatever happened to that monster?
I hope she's dead.
Oh, she is terrible.
She went away.
There are consequences, though. Remember when they tried to gussy her up? Because she couldn't take all that abuse that she was getting.
Yeah.
She was getting fucking hammered about.
Look at her. She was hated.
How she looked. And then she tried to gussy herself up.
She is brutal looking.
She's a monstrous, ugly pig.
She is brutal looking. Is there any recent photos of her?
Jealous fatso.
Yeah, try to find anything relative. Ooh, 2013.
Yeah, you think I was jealous?
Of course it was. Dice had a really funny bit
Yeah.
about the fat friend.
The fat friend.
No real new pictures of her. I would bet that those are all old. Oh, who?
Oh, yeah, that's fucking John Goodman did her on Saturday Night Live. I remember that one. John Goodman played her. I think that's what I remember an interview with her,
right?
And she said that she decided to get herself gussied up, have a little makeover, after she saw that they chose John Goodman to play her on SNL. It was so trying for her to watch John Goodman. Out of everyone they could have gotten.
They looked at it and said, yes, you're perfect for this.
That's it. And it looks like her.
She says the political machine ruthlessly made her a scapegoat to save his presidency. She's 40. She decided to tell her story now because of the suicide of Tyler Clementi, the 18-year-old Rutgers freshman who jumped from the George Washington Bridge in September 2010.
The guy that got videotaped being gay?
That was 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that is the guy. That guy jumps to his death in 2010, which is a horrible story.
And then Monica decides that
she needed to tell her story now because of that.
Who jumped to his death?
4 years later. 3.5 years later.
A gay guy at college. With
the Rutgers
the other
guy with the webcam.
Yeah.
They secretly taped him.
They just showed
what?
The guy Fieri outside of Fox. He's outside. I think they're going to do some cooking. We might want to crank that volume up when they go back to
Yeah, let's do that.
To him.
Yeah,
so we're prepared for our Guy Fieri interview.
Oh, yeah.
This piece by Andrea Pizer, people, like, she did try to move on. She didn't have anything really take off, and she tried hosting a dating thing, and she tried this and that handbag company. But people's obsession with if people would have just looked at it and said, that's just the girl who sucked his dick, hey, look, he banged a lot of girls. If the public would have not been so interested, nobody would give a fuck.
Yeah.
The public became obsessed, couldn't get enough, and now they're fucking mad that she has carte blanche to talk as loud as she wants, whenever she wants, because we made it.
But
we made that.
I understand the point when it's a story and you're like, oh my God, why are people fixating on this? But you can't just blow that off, huh? Okay. Like it's just like a celebrity little romp. She fucking blew the married president in the Oval Office.
Right.
That is a story where the American people will go, oh yeah, we are going to fixate on this, and we are fascinated with this story because it's got so many angles to it. So she kind of, she made this bed. Now she's got to suck a dick in it.
But then we should understand that when she wants to talk, just don't. I'm not saying that she should. People are like, well, why is she, like Andrea Pizer is writing this? Then why are you writing the article? If she's so irrelevant and valueless, why are you writing the article? Why is Vanity Fair doing an article?
Yeah, it's just weird that's coming out of nowhere. I keep going back to that point. Really strange. When she's trying to say this Clementi suicide got her thinking. She said Clementi suicide, she wrote, made her mother frantic because it dredged up memories of her fears for her own daughter after the scandal broke.
Yeah. Oh, she thinks she was going to try to off herself or something.
Do you remember what her nickname was?
Lewinsky?
I forgot until this article. It's the next line of the article.
Monica's nickname?
Yes. It was one of the things.
Lewinsky?
It was one of the things they called her.
Lewinsky.
It was 2 words.
Oh.
Do you remember they used to call her the...
Hold on.
You almost got it?
Wait, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Monica the Pecker Sucker.
They dubbed her the Portly Pepper Pot. Remember that?
Oh, my God.
What a horrible nickname to have.
Remember that one? The Portly Pepper Pot.
You remember that, right?
Yes.
I forgot all about that one.
Because
he works here.
Portly Pepper Pot.
No one wants to be called the Portly Pepper Pot.
Portly. Oh, that was a good one. Who used to say that? The Daily News?
For her full figure and undisguised lust for the married president. Said she never tried to kill herself, but had suicidal thoughts as the seamy details of their tawdry tryst emerged. My own suffering took on a different meaning. Perhaps by sharing my story, I reasoned I might be able to help others in their darkest moments of humiliation. The question became, how do I find and give a purpose to my past, she wrote. She's 40 years old now.
Give a purpose to
Do you know
her
she's
past.
40? Did we say that?
Yeah, 40.
How many years ago is this? At least 20.
1995. 19 years.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that would be a good reason to come come back out if it's 20 years later.
If every day she walked around and just streamed to a bullhorn about her blowing the president, we have no one to blame but ourselves because we became obsessed with it. Exactly. Just a chubby chick who blew the president. Why is that so interesting to people? But you know what I'm saying? Like, even though you're right, I get why she should have known better. But why are we so obsessed with it?
It's a big one, man. Blowing the president.
It's
blowing
a
the
huge
president
story.
in the White House.
It's not just blowing the president. It was a whole thing about his irresponsibility as the president, his disrespect of the office. Like, it went into a whole nother area than just, sucking a dick or shit like that. Oh, there's Guy. He's outside. Whoa! Here he goes.
Rock and roll, Guy!
There he goes.
Next to the grill. Let's talk about.
Come on.
It's grilling time. Okay.
It's grilling time.
I'll screw up pork chops. Why? They overcook them, and they don't treat them
Put
right
some
the first time.
Upine
So
on that.
let's talk about the first thing, which is called a brine. Okay. So what we have here is a mixture of warm water, sugar, peppercorns, thyme, little mustard, little granulated garlic, little chili flake. Pour it right in there.
Okay.
And what happens here
I love when they
is
make
this
the,
brine, we'll
post-health
brine these chops. This is a double cut chop. Look, no, we're good on the sugar. We're good on the sugar. It's equal parts
See,
of
we should
salt,
have had someone out there
sugar.
today.
We'll drop these chops.
What, a flamethrower?
What we'll let these chops do is sit there
Fucking bomb belt?
We should have Erock run by just yelling, rock and roll!
Yeah.
Rock and roll!
Yeah.
Woo, rock and roll! That'd be hilarious if he did that right now.
There's no way they're getting down there fast enough.
Yeah, it might be too late.
No, they got to show the what? They'll come back to him?
They might come back to him.
Because they're cooking right now. You have to show how delicious it is.
Yeah, we got to take over Fox and Friends this summer. It's too easy. They don't get a crowd for anything they do on the street.
What Erock should do is when he's cutting the pork.
I saw movement down the hall. They're going for it.
When he's cutting the pork chop, Erock should be screaming murderer, murderer,
murderer. I know you.
Yes. I know you, you murderer. Zavasa Angel.
All right, he's.
Yeah, grab this mixture. The prosciutto.
Oh, he's
prosciutto.
He's stuffing a pork chop like it's a big vag.
With his big ring and his dirty fingers.
Look at all his rock and roll jewelry.
5 minutes ago, he was digging in his, picking a bleeding roid in his crack.
What's going on?
Is he going for it?
Is he not going to try to make it down there?
Yeah, he was pouting about it, but he's going.
He was pouting?
He really
This
wants
is
it.
his greatest. Wow, look, they got the big grill, some steaks on there.
They're pork chops.
Oh, well, what?
In the book, Guy Fieri on fire. But here's the idea: we're grilling it on both sides.
What is that, wishful thinking? Guy Fieri on fire?
Set it over here. We'll let it.
You on the phone with
fire.
Erock? Is anyone going to tell him?
Please. Look what we have over here. Oh, you're going to pull me away from this? Okay. 30 seconds. French toast. Everybody loves it. The key to great French toast.
Oh my God! Come on,
Come on,
Erock.
Erock, where
Hurry
are
up.
you?
If the elevator.
He'll never make it.
Oh, come on, Erock.
When you get done with this
Come on,
French
Erock.
toast, look what we've done here.
Come on, Erock.
I'm looking in the background for him.
Come on, Erock.
Come on, Erock.
Little Calvados. Hang on, wait a second. Let's do this right.
Come on.
Right over the top.
Maybe he can just run back there and yell, Fox and Friends.
Oh, God.
All right. Oh, no. We're getting to the end of the segment. You can tell.
Yeah.
They're plating it.
They're wrapping up.
And go get it.
No, don't, no.
Where's...
More Fox and Friends in just a moment.
Oh, Erock, you.
Oh, no.
Oh, Erock, where are you?
Oh,
no.
Bum.
Erock.
Wait.
What? Oh, it's Asia.
First Supergroup Asia.
Where is that chubby bum?
Fail.
Chubby bum.
But we got Asia.
Well, that's true, but
Where's that
wasn't a
chubby
total bust.
bum?
it's not as good as Erock jumping in and
Maybe they'll come back to
making
him.
an ass of himself.
Yeah, will they?
No, they won't.
Where's that portly bum? Where's that portly pepper pot? No, Erock's a portly chamber pot. A chubby chamber pot.
Eric. Hi, Eric.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi, you didn't hear anything.
What happened, Erock?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, sorry. Well, it was Jimmy.
What happened?
What's going on?
Nothing. We're waiting to get down the elevator to get out there.
Oh, no.
Where are you right now?
We just walked out of the elevator.
Oh, man, what the fuck is it, a hand crank elevator? Took
We
forever.
hit every floor for NBC because everybody had to get on at the same time.
All right. Well, just hang out. Just hang out a second because we're hoping they come back to it. Guy Fieri.
Yeah, they went to commercial, unfortunately.
I want a rock and roll menu.
So
we take the pork and we throw the sugar and we throw the beer in there. Pop, pop, pop.
You don't like that?
No. I don't. What a fucking
fresh ground pepper pots.
I'm not interested in how people make stuff.
No.
I've had it up to fucking here with kitchen preparation day.
That's true. I got to be honest. I don't like when they tell you what's in. Like, all right, we're going to take some onions, some shallot, some this, and then they have the host pour it in.
But I mean, of all these celebrity chefs and people, they make this stuff. I don't give a fuck. I've had it up to here with people who get me a burger, cook. Fucking tired of this obsession with these fucking great chefs.
Yeah.
Yes. Enough already. Like they're rock stars.
Yeah,
Hey, woman's job. Get in there and make me a fucking piece of fish. Exactly. Hey, midwife, get in the kitchen. Midwife. Make me a piece of cake.
Holy shit.
Go in there and fucking bake me a pie, sir, in air quotes.
What?
What?
What do you rock?
Eric.
Oh, sorry, I was talking with Sal. We're just scoping the area out. They got, it all barricaded and people by it, so I'm trying to figure out how to get near it.
Well, you just get behind it and just jump up and down.
You just have to stand right in front of. There's like a line of people in front of the barrier, so just push your way in
and jump
up, and then just jump up and down and wave your arms like a hawk.
Does it look like they're going live again?
They might.
Oh, great. Hey, it's Adam from TMZ. How are you? All right, here we go.
Are they going to go live?
Hold on, there's still commercial.
They're all getting together. So.
Okay.
You might get something.
Okay, hold on.
Travis had an idea. What if he were to yell out, "Slobbo's hungry"?
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, we've got Guy on Fire today, and
there he is.
of course, the man...
They're live, E-Rock. They're live.
They're live.
Jump.
Where's E-Rock?
Where the fuck are you? Get behind Guy.
You guys said...
Get behind Guy, you clod.
Where's E-Rock? I don't see him.
I'm right behind him.
Jump up and down.
They're live, you fucking idiot. Where are you?
Jump up and down. Oh,
there he is. Jesus, will you yell something?
Yell.
You're bombing.
Yell.
Yell. Oh, he's hiding. Go behind Guy.
Yell.
He's waiting in the background.
Yell. Yeah.
Get
Yell
behind
something.
him.
Yell something.
Or you're fired.
Go to your left, all the way to your left.
Yell.
All the way to your left, there's a spot open.
Make noise.
Yeah.
Run back and forth.
Will you stop waving like a retarded person?
Yell something. Yell.
Oh, he's just...
Yell something.
Why are you being quiet?
Oh, my God.
Why wouldn't you yell?
Get ready.
That was a failure.
Epic fail.
Oh.
Where's Kenny? Epic fail.
E-Rock.
E-Rock?
He doesn't want to hear how bad he did.
All right,
so
probably
he
step on
hung
his
out.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny? Do the honors, please.
That was an epic fail.
Epic, right?
Oh, E-Rock.
Kenny talks like the kids. I like it.
He had every opportunity to succeed.
Right.
Yeah. And what happened?
It was an epic fail.
Yeah.
He wouldn't make any noise. He's just waving like a fucking big blithering idiot.
Chip could have done better.
Yeah, I would have ran right up under the barriers with my middle fingers up.
Oh, yeah?
Looked right at them pork chops. Went, fuck you, pork
That would have
chops.
been a good one.
God, I'm not kidding. I'm tired of fucking recipes and how they do it. I don't care at
Are you going to bring that up with
Yeah.
Guy today?
Probably
Should.
not. I'll be courteous.
His new book, Guy on Fire.
I don't mind a guy selling a cookbook. I'm just tired of the country obsession.
Yeah.
With these guys like the Rock. What is Mario cooking? What
That's
is
a-
Gordon Ramsay cooking?
Right.
That's a giant skewer of fucking shish kebab he's got there.
Well, let's ask about
Most people would just have, a regular sized skewer on the grill. This is like a fucking sword.
What is it?
This is crazy. Look how big it is.
We're going to talk to Guy in a little bit.
Of course we are.
Getting some intel here. Jose in New York. Go ahead, Jose.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey, buddy.
Start over, sir.
Unfortunately, I can't listen to you in the building, but 92.3 now is stealing your bit of Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard them earlier.
What'd they do?
If you give a shit.
What are they doing, though?
No, they're telling everybody to do it. Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
No.
They're calling today, Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
No.
92.3, what are they?
Yeah,
What was that?
I don't even know what they are these days.
They suck. There's nothing else to fucking listen to.
Well, what do you mean they're bringing back WoW?
They're doing it. They did it about 20 minutes ago. They did it.
What did they say?
Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
I don't believe it.
Just like that. They said we're bringing back Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Yes, they did.
I don't believe you.
Apple Files! I don't know.
Listen, one other thing.
You're making that up, sir.
I work right down the block, right? I'm walking home, and I seen they were protesting Iraq in front of the Fox building.
What's the joke?
The rhinos going extinct. Slobber!
The what?
Rhinos going extinct.
Uh-huh. Oh, they were protesting
Come on,
that?
guys.
Sure.
Yes, they were.
Whew. Where's Kenny with the epic fail?
Yeah, Kenny might have to come back in. All right, thank you, buddy. We'll try to figure out about... Oh, Jesus. Yes, Kenny, do you have something to say?
GH, did you hear what that guy said?
Yep.
Slobbo.
Oh, Slobbo T-shirts now available.
I'll
Thank you.
say.
Thank you. Selling very fast.
Yeah, get your pre-order in.
Thank you, Kenny.
Before it's too late, it sells out.
They are just about sold out already. We're not going to make any more.
Well, then you can get your Opie Quotes T-shirt.
All right, go. What do you got, Sam?
Hopefully it rhymes with dancer.
Thank you, Kenny. Huh? What are you laughing at?
All right, bye.
Yeah.
That was a call from intern Sal. Apparently, he
What do you
tried
mean,
to-
intern Sal?
I mean, whatever. He was intern Sal on my phone from
Oh.
Sal.
Oh.
Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah.
No, the companies.
Apparently, E-Rock tried to do a make good because they were taping something, and Sal said E-Rock just smashed an entire cake in his face.
What?
So we may have to take back that epic fail thing.
What?
Now, I don't know if it'll be aired, but
did Sal get footage of it?
I don't know. Sal just said to keep watching.
Wait, what happened?
If keep watching. If he did, it's not going to be on.
How did he do it?
Sal said he was just laughing and said Eric's got a face full of cake right now.
Maybe it was a little segment they were doing, and
get Sal on the phone.
Why did Sal tape this at all, or no?
Yeah, I need to know exactly how this.
Sal on the main line.
All right, please do.
He just said Eric smashed the whole cake in his face.
shit.
We'll get Sal out in a second. And we got more Lewinsky stuff. All right, whatever. Do we have more Lewinsky stuff? Any of this
I
matter
think that
right
was
now?
about it.
People are not helping.
I think once the Vanity Fair article comes out, there'll be more, but more what? More who gives a shit? I really don't care one iota about what has to say.
Is it? I'll say, like
nothing new.
Just weird. It just can't coming out of nowhere. That's all.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. God, E-Rock.
We got Sal
smashing his
Calling him
face
right
into a cake, but it was a taped segment. So they showed the cake, like Guy was holding the cake.
Right.
So
yeah, you're right. They said
I don't
E-Rock
know what
smashed the whole
happened.
thing in his face.
Why would he do such?
Wait, he took Fox's cake?
Yes. He smashed Fox's cake into his own face.
I want to see that so bad now.
Me too.
I want him to come back with cake on his face.
Why can't we get Sal on the line? We can't do anything
we're
else.
calling him again.
Okay.
I mean, he could be coming back up in the elevator.
That's
for all we know.
fair enough.
Maybe he's blowing another man.
Reports are that Eric has cake on his face.
Reports. Our sources have it.
Yes. E-Rock reportedly with a face full of cake.
But if it wasn't on cam,
I don't know why he did it.
Oh boy,
Maybe he was just eating.
Oh, that could be.
Just saw the cake and used his face to smash it.
That's how he normally eats cake. Sal just happened to see it.
Boy.
Yeah, no answer again.
So maybe they're on the way up. Maybe we'll get a live report.
Yeah,
as to what happened.
Well, we certainly will in a little while.
On the controversial E-Rock face full of cake incident.
Face full of cake incident.
Yes.
And then what time is Guy Fieri coming up?
9:30. Hopefully he'll tell us that there's chaos at the Fox taping.
Right. Yeah,
Some weirdo smashed his face into his cake.
But it wasn't live.
No.
Oh my god.
But it was cake.
I hope he got arrested.
Homemade hot sauce.
He's in a cop car right now with a lot of cake on his face.
That would be great.
Only E-Rock would be like too shy to make any noise at the TV taping,
right?
And then decide to the make good is to take their cake and smash it into his face
On the commercials.
On the commercial.
Yeah, during the commercial.
Maybe Sal couldn't get it filmed because he didn't know it was going to happen.
Well, yeah, I don't know why anybody would predict that was the course of action. There's Sal.
All right.
Where's E-Rock? Why is he in the bathroom?
Why isn't he coming in here?
Did you get video of it?
I didn't even know he was going to fucking
Well,
do
tell
it. I
him
got
not to-
photos.
tell him not to clean his
get him in here.
His eyes are burning. He was just taking the little bit of cake out of his eyes. He should be here like any minute.
Go get him, please.
So
Now-
what happened?
E-Rock didn't. They were chasing each other around with like a big cake. Like she was gonna like pretend to like hit Guy with it.
Right.
So they were running around a little bit. They come out of like the barricaded area. E-Rock just takes the cake out of the chick's hand, smashes it on his face. The cake goes everywhere, and he goes, yeah! And he gives the girl a high five so hard. I don't know how he didn't break her hand.
And the girl was Elisabeth Hasselbeck. He snatched Elisabeth Hasselbeck's cake.
Where is he?
And threw it in his own face.
Fuck, what is wrong with him?
And he goes, the guy, yeah, no, you party!
You think they'll show it?
I don't know.
Oh wait, they just ended their show. Oh, there's E-Rock.
Oh shit, E-Rock.
Let me get a picture of this.
E-Rock. Are you all right?
Hold on, let me get
Poor
a
He's
little
got
eyes.
icing in his eyes.
I couldn't see. It was burning so bad.
Look over here.
His face is covered with cake.
Yeah.
God,
Wow.
Did you steal Elisabeth Hasselbeck's cake?
Right from her hand. She's walking like this. I just yanked it out of her hand and slammed it in my face. And then went woo and gave her a huge high five that hurt her hand.
Did it get cake all over her?
Yeah, on her reddish orange.
Were they filming?
Smart pantsuit.
The whole time, but it wasn't.
Were they filming?
Oh my God.
Oh, Sal didn't even have time to get a...
We were watching it on the monitor,
Right.
so we thought it was live.
Oh.
So we couldn't figure out when
no.
you guys are yelling on the phone, go there, go here, wasn't what we were seeing. So we're trying to coordinate, and then as I'm jumping, they kept tightening the shot and moving the camera.
Right.
So as soon as I start jumping, they were over here, so I'm running back and forth. Finally, they had a cake, and I just said, all right, this is what I got to do.
You committed to the cake. I like it.
Wow.
My eyes.
Oh, that's
Oh
great.
my God.
I think Kenny has a retraction to make.
What was in that cake
Right.
that would make your eye burn?
I don't know, but it's very buttery.
Oh.
Huh?
Smells delicious.
I just tweeted the picture. It's hilarious.
No, that's okay.
You look like
Look like a wrestler.
Take off me.
Was Guy still
I
there?
look like a juggalo.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Juggalo, that's
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
Yes, it's a juggalo.
Eric, was Guy still there?
He saw it, and he just went,
Did he know who you were?
no.
He didn't recognize you.
Oh my
Which is fine,
God.
but he'll see me in like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's here, so leave the cake on your face.
Oh my God, but Fox and Friends went off the air, so they can't even show
Can't even.
They have an online after show that Sam should go on right now because maybe they're talking about it.
Oh my God.
it. Yeah.
Wow, E-Rock. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Bravo.
I take back anything that I said. I would like to say...
Chamber pot.
Well, yes. I would like to take this opportunity to apologize to Erik Nagel. And anybody knows my 20-year history
right.
in the entertainment business.
I know, yes.
I have always celebrated people who
Good
go out
grovel.
of their way for the show, and
Not a bad
I
grovel.
humbly apologize.
Oh, it's the after
The after show.
Is Heather doing the radio show with you?
You smell good. Wait, no.
Oh, no, she's got to go somewhere.
Will they show it? Probably not.
Well, if you revealed that...
Is this live or you...
I don't... This doesn't look like today, because wasn't Elisabeth the one that was outside? That
Yeah, she was wearing like a reddish-orange...
yeah, this might not be today's thing.
What the fuck?
What did she say to you?
Maybe she
She was
changed.
all about it. She thought it was great.
Were they scared for any of that shit?
After the cake hit my face, I really couldn't see anybody else's reaction other than Guy mouthing "Holy shit" and Elisabeth like her shaking her hand after I gave her a hard high five and cake went all over her.
There's a good smack
jacket.
sound and.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I think Adam from TMZ was taping it, so
maybe
he's got something.
Well, fuck, hold on. I'll write him right now.
That's pretty good.
It's true.
A guy in here?
Yeah, we could get Adam up here.
No, Guy.
Where's Guy?
Fuck Guy. Let me get...
Guy.
Did you get cake smashing?
Erock. That's
great.
Smashing. Yeah, we could take a pee and then talk to Guy Fieri, I guess. Did you get cake smashing on video?
On your camera without touching you so they can see it?
Oh, yeah, let's...
on video?
Right
video, Jesus.
Video. Get away! Ow, you hurt me.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll talk to Guy Fieri and...
Erik smells like cake.
And Erik smells like cake. Perfect.
Ain't it?
Sal just tweeted a whole bunch of pictures of Erik stealing and then smashing the Fox and Friends cake. It happened about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. Right before they went off the air. The video hasn't surfaced yet.
No.
Hopefully they were still running video. But if you go to O&A Show on Twitter, you can see a whole bunch of pictures with the cake incident.
I think it's a policy. We should film that, too, like when that's happening.
Oh, yeah.
From our point of view, because then even if it doesn't get on TV, you got him prepping and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's the high
shoot that,
five
you know?
with
Oh, my
Elisabeth
God.
Hasselbeck.
Yeah, how you got a good picture there?
Or back. Hasselbeck. Hasselbeck. Which one is it?
Hasselbeck.
Hasselbeck.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Sure. We got Guy Fieri coming down the hall. Also, our pal from TMZ, Adam, who can't come on the show with us for some reason. We know him pretty well. He's outside this building a lot getting scoops for TMZ.
He's a TMZ guy.
I wrote, did you get the cake smashing on video? And he wrote, I didn't. Fox doesn't like when I film their stuff while shooting. He wrote, but it was so insane.
Yeah, we should be filming that stuff from behind the...
I'll probably save it for tomorrow's Fox and Friends, maybe.
No, they won't because they don't want to encourage it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like running across a baseball field.
Oh, my God. Then,
I'm sure they wouldn't want to.
really?
Yeah.
He's coming down the hall. Where is he?
I was just saying that for radio. I say things just for radio to make it sound like we have a real show.
Well, why don't they bring him in?
Walking down the
I have no idea.
hall.
I have no idea
Hey,
where he
it's
is.
Donnie Wicklund.
Donnie!
There he is.
What's up?
Yeah. All right.
What's up?
Hey, Don. How you doing?
All right, good to see you.
There he goes. Just give a little wave.
Go do something. The guy is here somewhere.
Erock is either off or on, huh? How about that, huh? He like either runs up and goes, "Yay!"
Right.
Or does something like this.
He rarely disappoints, to be honest with you.
I know.
I'm a big Erock supporter.
He knows when to just commit.
Yes, when the cameras are off.
You want some?
No, that's okay. That's
Can I borrow it?
A little prescription.
I need a little shot right in my asshole.
Right up your bunghole.
His nose thing.
Anyway.
What's
I thought Guy was here.
I did too. I
really thought he was very close.
I was thumbing through his book. A lot of good summer barbecue things. What do you want? A chicken? Want a whole fucking barbecue chicken?
No.
He could do it for you. No?
No.
You don't care?
No. I don't care. I saw Larry King in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. How was that?
He's got a good stream going still.
Nice piece?
Yeah,
pretty
but it was-
strong stream.
Yes, but it was shit.
A lot of old people have a problem urinating.
Pretty strong stream from Larry King, Don.
Does he have a prostate anymore?
I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I heard some strength.
You heard?
In his pee stream. Good for Larry. Larry!
Yeah. How important is the prostate?
Is Guy Fieri here?
Yeah, he's coming up.
From where?
He's coming out the hall.
Oh.
The hall? The hall's fucking 10 feet long.
Yeah, how long's the hall?
Jesus Christ.
Wait.
What, the Michael C. Hall?
Waiting. Waiting.
I have a big announcement. But...
Oh, a big announcement?
Waiting
Yes, I do.
for you to...
Can you make it now?
Yes, I can.
I want to hear.
Wait for Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
I'll be at the Montreal Comedy Festival this year doing one gig at the Gisu Theater, July 26th. It's a small theater. And I'm giving the keynote speech at the Hyatt Regency Montreal Grand Salon Opera on Thursday the 24th.
The keynote speech.
Which is the, I guess, the state of comedy. Andy Kindler does the state of the industry, which is a comedy.
Guy Fieri.
There he is.
Hold on. You just walked in the middle of a plug, though.
That's right.
Hey.
No, Jimmy, finish.
What's
Please.
happening?
Hi, Guy.
What's up, Guy Fieri?
Take a seat.
How are you? Good to see you.
People don't like when I say take a seat.
Why? What's wrong with you? What are you supposed to
Just being
say?
cordial, I know.
What are you supposed to say? Stand
Take a
up?
seat.
Be counted?
We were just watching you on Fox and Friends.
Yeah, we were watching you on Fox and
Where's
Friends.
your boy?
What?
Where's the crazy guy?
Oh, you know it was him?
How'd you know he was our guy?
How do you know?
There you go.
Who told you?
I think everybody on the. I think everybody on the street knows him. Oh, really? I think everybody on the street knows your team. That was classic. I knew she was going to nail somebody with that cake, and I'm like, I don't want to be close to this. Whenever cake gets thrown, it doesn't matter. It just, did you just get, is that your, did you just rent that?
Yeah, but you're rock and roll. You should be cool with that.
Yeah,
you
it
should be
doesn't
cool with a cake smashing.
Yeah, I don't think it always happens on the streets of New York, though.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I wonder
Parties.
Usually it's a brick from a homeless person.
Here's our guy.
Here he is.
Here's
He's still got,
He's still going on.
He's still got cake on his face.
Yeah.
There are footprints, just so you know, across the street into the lobby.
Right.
I saw them
You can't get away.
at the place where you give the ID. Then it's in the elevator, and then it's on your carpet coming down.
The new carpet?
Very nicely done.
It's in the elevator.
Good. Another problem we'll have.
Of course.
No.
Staining the new
Can we
carpet.
ruin the new carpet?
We'll be in trouble for that.
I think that'll buff out.
Hey, what is
Oh,
this?
it went great. I think they all loved it.
I have to bring you some food. I mean, it's that time of day.
Now we're talking.
I had a cake for you.
It's on Erik's face.
I hope they show the video.
Flavor Town.
Flavor Town.
Oh, man. What are these?
You are the mascot of Flavor Town right now, bro.
Thank you.
This is, of course, your book, Guy on Fire. This is grilling, tailgating, camping, and more.
Yeah,
It's like summer stuff.
What's the and more thing?
I don't know.
No.
Parties. I mean, they always have
Just
to throw
sells
that little tagline, and there could be some some. I don't know.
Will this help
It's,
people that are trying to grill that are pretty inept at grilling?
It's
Help out a little
more
bit?
than hot dogs and hamburgers. I think people think about summer cooking and they go, "What do you want? Okay, we got chicken.
Right.
I got hamburgers and I got hot dogs. Which one do you want to go for?"
That's it.
Pork
right?
chops. Little pork chops.
There's a pork chop in here. That's what I just did across the street with Fox and
Yes,
Friends.
we saw that.
Oh my God! I'm telling you,
Good
take
stuff.
that chop. Here's the key to taking that chop. So let's say this is the pork chop. Make a little hole right here, and then move the knife back and forth so the opening on the pork chop is small.
Smaller
Then
than the
you stuff
hole inside.
it. Da, da, da.
Now you're stuffing, all the stuffing doesn't come fucking melting, flying out of it. All right.
That's the key. And you're
That
throwing it
does
on the
make
grill.
sense.
Because if you go and cut it all the way open, like if you butterfly this whole thing open,
Yes.
there's no way unless you have suture that you're going to tie
Right.
this in.
Everything's
going
gonna
to
fall
your pig.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
The quality of the book looks nice. That means
This is like a textbook from school.
It's really
yes.
nice.
Hard.
This
You
was
could hit
expensive
the,
to
hit
make.
the nerd over the head with it.
We
Do you
did
think
this.
anyone got hit with textbooks like that in school?
Oh, did they
God,
ever?
did they?
Wham! Back of the fucking head.
I remember removing some of the pages from it. You know, I'll just take random ones out. You don't need this page.
Don't need the whole book.
There's some great stories in there, and just a bunch of stuff. I mean, I grew up cooking outdoors. My parents are, we live in Northern California.
God.
So
On my whole
there's a
picture?
great
What are you doing?
story of me.
We don't.
Sorry.
Oh man, what is
Putting
this?
food
So
on
you
my
got
Roger
some
Daltrey photo.
Chipotle pork tacos,
What's that?
wings,
Oh,
What is that there?
salad. I don't
Grab
think these
some of
guys
that.
eat salad. These guys don't eat salad.
holy.
What do you mean? Look-
Tacos?
I can't.
Some ribs. Come on.
Oh man,
try
I'm
that.
gonna try some of this.
Oh my god.
This looks pretty goddamn good right here.
Is the pork tacos healthy?
Very healthy. Very healthy. We jogged over here with them.
Oh my god,
Here's some.
Huh?
that is righteous,
Is that working
my
for
friend.
you? Throw a little salad in
damn,
case
that's
somebody's
good.
on that little steak salad.
I'll take steak salad. Throw it over.
can.
No dressing, right?
No dressing. We don't put it gets it all soggy.
Perfect. Throw that over here.
Guy, you know what I like on the grill? You know what I like on the
Nice
grill?
catch.
Thank you.
Shrimp.
Shrimp on the
Man,
grill.
if you get grilled shrimp done right.
It is good.
Oh,
So here's the thing about grilling shrimp.
yeah.
Yeah.
Put very little oil on it. because what'll happen is that oil the shrimp almost turns a little gray. People put this marinade on it, and then the flame hits it. The oil drips down, and then it makes that little gray. Yeah, and then it makes this little gray coating on it. So keep your marinades, whatever you're doing with your shrimp, to very minimal oil. But the key is when they start to turn translucent, when they're turning on you, pull them. Because they'll continue to cook as long as they're warm, and that's what happens. That's
and
why
they don't get rubbery.
Exactly.
Nice.
They should be nice and juicy and tender.
Fascinating.
Good point. Keep talking. I'll shovel.
No, that's a good tip.
Great job.
Another one that I like to do is when I'm doing like a shrimp with like some garlic or butter or anything like that, and I'm grilling it, is I'll grill them. Put that little char on them, then I'll drop them over into a little side pan, something like this, that's sitting there with the white wine and the caper and the garlic and a little parsley, and then I'll just finish them nice and warm in that basting sauce.
Oh, sucks up that flavor, right?
I know.
How's that rib treating you?
Man,
amazing. Not as good as that cake and rib. It's a new combo.
Buttery, but yes, it's all good.
I can't take it. I gotta have another one.
What's going on?
Jim?
What happened?
You don't want one of these? Oh, they're delicious.
They look good, but I'm just trying to eat a little.
What happened with the hairdresser?
Same thing that happened with your cake guy.
Oh no! You shoved something in your face.
I'm glad I can always count on you for that. Oh my God. Hey, it's the same as you two. You know, you spend that much time with somebody and things get a little wild. He's one of my best friends in the world. He's one of the greatest guys. As a matter of fact, I just took all my bros on a trip to Arizona.
Camping?
And
camping like
Were you guys drinking on a plane and just started? I mean, I've gotten into arguments with people I'm hanging out with on a. Were you guys just drinking? All of a sudden, it just gets a little heated.
I don't know that there was any drinking anymore. Yeah. Look at you. Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah. No, and the great thing about it is you can always just count on somebody with a cell phone. You know, someone just there to record the moment, to capture the magic. So
why was he so mad at you?
And he ran away. Really?
Yeah.
It was weird.
Listen, it's I just chalk it up to
alcohol.
Just guys being guys. You know, you got to get into it. It's like you two get along so well. You know, it's just
we've had our problems, sure, but
exactly.
We don't run away sounding like a girl or anything.
Yeah, he seemed like it was.
I don't think we've ever caught it on tape. Is the point?
Yeah, that time I burst into tears.
Right, ran away.
Yes, the first time he saw stealing Heidi Klum.
Oh man, that is so goddamn good.
Is that tasty?
Oh,
and there's a bunch of those. I mean, it's not that specific recipe that you tried right there, but it's close to it. And it's a lot of that kind of stuff. Like, how can I do this if I'm going to go camping or I'm going to be at the lake or I'm going to be doing a tailgate? You know, how can I put this together? Because I think that's why people get limited. They say, like, well, I have to do something prepackaged because I'm going and what do I bring? I try to make it all inclusive, like this is the equipment you're going to need and so forth.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't want to have to bring a whole bunch of shit with them into the woods or
a whole bunch of shit into the woods.
I mean, like, you know, cooking equipment, whole bunch of shit.
I understood what he said.
You know, I love it because that is the reason.
So can you actually do some of these things over a campfire?
Okay, so that's how this whole thing started. That's exactly. So my wife and I and my kids, we went out to the beach out by where we live in Northern California. We just went out for the day, and then when the kids said, "Oh, we don't want to leave. Can we stay?" And we were in our RV, and I said, "Okay, let's stay." And we went to the store and got some stuff. Well, she didn't pack it with all the cooking equipment, so all I had was a cast iron skillet. So I had one cast iron skillet. We had no propane stove, nothing. So I made a fire and I kind of bounced it out with some rocks and I put everything in this cast iron skillet and made chicken parmesan.
Wow.
And she's like, "What in the why? How would you do? You know,
right over a goddamn campfire."
I cooked the chicken, I fried it up a little bit, and then I took everything out and I put the tomato sauce in, and I made that and the whole thing. And she just thought that was really interesting. And I said, it's possible people just don't cook with raw fuel like wood and charcoal and think they can do anything else in grilling.
You ever tell her this is your goddamn job?
Yeah. She's from Rhode Island. She's an East Coast chick. That doesn't go over real well.
Not once in all these years you look at her and go,
start rattling those pots and pans in there. Huh?
No, she doesn't really. That's not her forte. And she doesn't really excel at that. But she does. She has her few dishes that she really digs, and but there's so many things my kids inspired in here. You know, things that they made up or things that kind of like these. We make these sandwiches. You ever take you remember this when you were a kid? The clam shell that's you open and you put the bread in it and you put whatever, and then you put it in the fire. And So we started cooking with those again. So we put we make s'mores inside of sandwiches. We put cream cheese and preserves in it, but we also take like when the kids want pizza, but we're camping, we take mozzarella, a little tomato sauce, a little pepperoni, put it in between a couple pieces of sourdough, put it in between that clamshell, cook off that sandwich. Kids go nuts.
Wow, yeah. Look at you guys.
I gotta tell you,
out there in the wilderness, cooking like some of that gourmet shit.
Gourmet. It's gourmet.
Gourmet.
I'm trying to eat healthy. This steak salad is ridiculous.
Is it good?
And it doesn't need the dressing because you got all the ingredients in there.
Oh yeah.
I say this about salads all the time. The reason that you had it back in the day with the cucumbers and the tomatoes and all these different really luscious vegetables was that's where the flavors were coming from. And sometimes you can just put a little bit of acid on it, you know, either a little lemon juice or a little bit of vinegar, and that'll take care of it. Not that kind of acid. Boy, I'd be in business, wouldn't I?
Chip.
We got a question coming in for you.
Hey, wait a second. I thought, by the way, weren't we going on tour? Weren't you guys going to, like, Branson or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What happened with that? I still got the RV running.
We
got
got
that fucking guy right there.
Oh,
Ask
shit.
him.
We ran out of funding.
What happened?
Funds dried up.
Yes.
Bullshit. I was all ready for that. I was all
misappropriation.
Our tour.
That was before Don.
I
That's
know,
not
but
his
you
fault.
should have probably picked up the ball and ran with it.
All right, well, when this
Why
happens.
is Jenny Hutt here?
Come on in.
God.
You know Jenny?
You'll hate her within a minute.
Oh, man.
How are you?
You know Jenny?
No, I don't. But
And she even says his name properly.
She does
Do you
it.
hear that?
I know.
We all say Fieri.
She does a show here, too.
How are you?
Guy Fieri.
I love
Yeah.
redheads, though. Redheads are wild.
She's got a nice red bush, too.
Yeah,
Fire
she does.
red.
Yes.
No, she lasered it off like a dummy.
The best thing is when she gets naked and plays The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. We all stare at her vagina.
No, I wanted to see that fire bush, but apparently she lasered it all off.
I think she's trying to throw you off, though. I think it's big and proud.
You think it's there?
Oh, yeah.
So,
70s Earth Mama Muff.
First thing, Miss Needy.
Yes, that's me.
Miss needs attention from everybody. Did you buy Beth Stern pants?
Oh, Jesus Christ. First
What?
of all, I can't do anything
She's married
without
to a
getting in
billionaire.
trouble, and
Because you
it's not
posted.
that.
Wait, why
No,
did you buy?
She posted. I sent her these cat pants. I wear these pants, these black milk leggings that you can make fun of the ones you say. And I really wanted to talk Monica Lewinsky, and I really wanted to invite you three on my radio show at 10:30 this morning after yours.
Yeah, I'm busy.
By 10:30.
Busy.
I'd like you guys to be my friends.
Right,
No.
wait,
Up here.
Wednesday.
Everything I have
Do
to
you know
say,
what I
I'm
look
doing on
like
my show.
at 10:30? You ever see when cartoon characters leave the scene really quick? That smoke thing. That's what happens down the road. I am
Just
so
over
far
here,
gone.
down the hall. It'll be
Yeah,
fun.
sorry.
The door leaving this joint has the best line I've ever heard. Don't go home with hope.
Yes,
That's so encouraging.
leave all hope behind.
As soon as we put that sign up, everything got better.
Really?
We finally
No,
realized
because
what the
you
fuck
lower
we
your
done.
expectations. I mean, why
That's
go
it.
away with this optimism?
Exactly.
Such bullshit.
Jen,
You bought a billionaire's wife a pair of pants.
They had cats all over them, and she's like a cat lady.
Yeah.
So I really was
So it was
just
covered
being
in-
nice.
Yeah.
And they looked really good on her, so.
Yeah.
No, you want to be friends with her.
Well, anything would kind of look good,
We're
right?
friendly. I like Beth. She's a nice girl.
She
But
doesn't
then
even know
she
your
said,
name.
thank you. And you were like, oh, they look great on your retweet publicity.
I only retweeted once. Just
Oh,
once,
boy.
and that was it.
It's enough for me to see it.
Oh, brother. Do you know, I thought in my head, I was like, oh, I better not, because then I'm going to get, and then I was like, I was okay because nobody said anything.
Yeah.
Why not just give
And
a
now
nice
then you
gift?
just said
I
something.
know.
There's nothing wrong with giving someone a gift, and if she
Right.
tweets a thank you, that's very nice of her.
But the
why-
humble brag.
But why keep going? Like
It wasn't a humble brag. I just said they looked great.
Humble
on
you
her.
brag.
They
retweeted
did,
it with
and then I also
little
tagged
old me?
Yeah.
Question mark.
company.
Oh, gosh.
I did not say little old me.
Lil L apostrophe
I did
IL.
not.
Do you have any of those pants? Do you wear
Yes,
them?
those are the ones I wear
Cat
all the
pants.
time, but not
They
the
have
ones
salmon
not
on
the
them.
cat
It
pants.
Do you got the fat girl
Did you
version
come
still?
in here for this? What
No,
exactly
I
did
have
you?
a show at 10 o'clock.
I know, but what did you?
I know,
how did they
right?
rope you into this?
No,
This is
I
awesome.
wanted to come in because I want to invite Jim, Ants, and
You have to
Opie
bring him
come on my
food
show at
this
She
year.
used to be
10:30.
chubby, too. She was a chubby girl.
Yeah.
I'm a little
But
fat
she,
today, too,
no,
but
you
that's
look
okay.
great.
Hence the moo-moo.
A
But
little
it's all
bloated.
right. Huh?
A little bloated?
A little bloated. I'm getting my period.
fucking-
It's awful.
I am turned on by. Oh, you still get that thing?
I do.
That's so fucking
I
gross.
thought maybe that.
It's so gross. Opie, I agree.
I don't want to think of
awful.
middle-aged women getting their period.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
No more eggs in the fridge right there. It's like, oops. Gonna make some breakfast.
Right.
Doesn't it smell worse when you get older, too?
Damn it.
I'm very clean.
All right, that's too
Opie.
far.
You do. You know, you're always very well put together.
Yes, I believe in
I like
good,
Jenny.
proper grooming. And
She's one of the
smelling
few older
fresh.
broads that I actually really find attractive.
Okay, thank you.
Isn't it just it's the backhanded compliment central here. I know.
Yeah, well.
Oh, Jenny, what do you got going on your show today?
Ricky Lake's coming in to talk about
Ricky
breast
Lake?
milk.
What? What the hell's that about?
She has a movie
Aw.
called...
No. You got right in the hair. Right in the hair. You got icing in her hair.
Hold on, you got to give her a thing. Wipe.
like this.
But you got icing in her hair.
Give her a motorboat.
Give her something to wipe her.
Motorboat.
Shit.
A motorboat would tweet well. Hey, a motorboat would tweet really well.
Man.
Okay.
Motorboat.
Can we... The pictures are freaking me out.
Jenny,
I can't say.
if there's a motorboat, that will great.
Thank
Tweeting
you.
it, that will be
would.
Instagram that
A
thing.
motorboat would be
Yeah.
huge.
My husband might not be happy. If
Probably not.
Her husband's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a big
He's a workout dude.
Well, if you haven't pissed him off by now,
You know what?
that the
He
motorboat's
knows that I'm very complimentary.
He just met you and he likes you, so he's not.
He came over the house.
So
that
he doesn't
day.
mind you.
We love your house.
Talking about
Yes,
her bush.
I'm going to be having a couple of parties this summer. Of course, I got the Memorial Day one. I'll let you know when that is. But then the big 4th of July / Sister Dawn's party.
Yes.
That our own Denny Falcone will be spinning the hits at.
Okay, can we do karaoke? That's all I
Yes,
want.
Hold on.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm there.
Get Guy to barbecue.
Oh, there we
spinning
go.
the hits.
Spinning the hits.
The spinning, that's 70.
And then, believe me, he's Denny Falcone's. He has his hard drive of hits, and it's all the favorites. Oh,
so
boy.
when is this?
July 4th and 5th. I'm doing 2 days.
Oh, so people can't go home. That's
Exactly.
That's the thing.
We always kind of all the parties carry over from a Friday.
Give me
to
your keys and
Saturday.
get bail money.
That's
That's my
much it.
favorite party.
That's pretty much it. Nice pools, all heated, ready to go.
Nice. Listen, I got the recipes ready to rock.
Oh yeah.
We got a question coming in
Nice.
from Guy.
Oh.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, it's me, Lady Di. How's everything?
God, I hate this woman.
Wait. No, Sam told me to call the show today.
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy, that's a setup.
We got Guy Fieri in. What do you want to ask him?
Who do you have in the studio?
Guy Fieri.
The chef.
Guy Fieri. Bill, do you know a Guy Fieri?
That might be one of my relatives. What are you guys doing?
Lost this one.
No, what is he, a comedian? I don't know who it is.
He's like a rock and roll
I work at
cook
Macy's.
guy.
I work at Macy's.
You probably met him when he tried to shove an apple in your mouth.
Get on this.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
The name sounds familiar.
Yes. That's got to make you feel good, Guy.
Well, at least I know there's still an audience.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, and Denny Falcone just came in.
I understand
Spinning
that
the
Guy
hits.
has questions about the hard drive of hits. Is that true?
Well, no,
I just like the term. I just like the term spinning the hits.
We're always spinning the hits off the hard drive of hits.
We're now officially in Jim Norton's nightmare.
It's just a festival of neediness.
There's so much need around this show right now.
Are you retweeting another compliment, Jenny? Jenny, I love you. You know that.
What time do you want me to be on your show?
10:30.
Jenny, read the door. Go home.
Yeah, without hope. Jenny, you ever want to cheat on that husband of yours, have an affair?
Yeah.
You know where I live. It's close to your house. Come on over. We'll do some of that fucking...
Yeah.
It'll be
all right.
great.
Thank you.
All
Okay,
right.
that's cool. Thanks for the
figure
offer.
why beat around the non-existent red bush?
Great, thanks.
We'll do that fucking. You could have hinted and done like I do. You did the handshake left and right.
You do
Get
that?
a little, yeah.
All right, will you guys
Be
stop
real
by,
subtle
please,
with
maybe?
it.
Yeah.
Only maybe.
Not
All
even,
right,
I don't
not even a
think-
chance.
Lie to me. Lie to me.
My truck is already warming up outside. I'm going to leave fucking burnout marks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She's great.
What happened to the lady that called?
Oh, you want her back?
No.
Yeah. Let me
She
die.
thinks I work at Macy's.
Yeah.
Oh.
This Guy Fieri guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Hold on a second. What does he sing?
A lot of Captain and Tennille.
He sings a
lot of
song called "Have Another Beer, Pig."
No. Forget about that.
No, Lady Di. How many natty ices have you had so far today?
This is my fourth one.
4 natty ices before 10.
Yes.
That's amazing. Isn't it?
Is there any heavy equipment being used?
Just her body.
Exactly, yes. It's called a monster machine.
No, there's no heavy equipment being used.
Oh, no,
Lady
no.
You're interrupting our Guy Fieri interview, but really quickly, we heard you shit your pants the other day.
Yeah, what
No,
happened?
I did not. No, I did not.
What happened?
Did you pee yourself?
A little bit, yeah. Not that much.
How did you guys get this intel?
She's a regular.
Yeah. I think her best friend
Calls
up
in and
and
said
that she had pissed herself.
No.
Now, why were you in? You were at home, though. You're in bed on the phone, and you pissed yourself.
I wasn't in bed.
She was on the phone with us when this happened.
Why didn't you
That's
just-
why the connection.
Why didn't you just go to the bathroom?
Because I don't take my cell phone to the bathroom with me. It's as simple as that.
Oh, you're missing some of the best cell phone time.
So she'd rather piss herself.
No, I did. It was just oh my God! Do I have to explain it to you? It was only a little bit. It wasn't like.
Did you take a picture of it?
It doesn't matter.
Only a little bit.
So you don't take your phone to the bathroom, but you'll piss yourself on the phone. It doesn't make sense.
No.
You're just an embarrassing person at this point in your life. You know what? You're an embarrassing person.
Yes.
You have a grown son, and you shit and piss your pants. You're an embarrassing human being. I'm not even being mean to you.
Jimmy, I'm just being honest.
I know you are, and I'm just being honest, too. You are an embarrassment as an individual.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
You should not. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to the kid that has to walk around and go, I fell out of that woman's vagina. You're an embarrassing individual. I'm not even kidding you. You're an embarrassment.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way.
You should feel that way.
Yes,
You
should.
shit and piss your pants. You're in your 50s with an adult son. You have zero dignity. You don't take care of yourself. You vomit in the. You're just a fucking embarrassing person. You call up every day, drunk. My fourth beer. It's like you refuse to do anything for yourself. You just leech off another drunk. Ugh.
This is not drunk for me.
I know that, Diana. I understand that. But I'm glad you caught the point. That's good. I'm glad you got the message. At least you're not an ass who misses the important point.
Okay. Well,
I'm not
anyway,
drunk.
No. Sam told me to call the show today.
I know he did.
And
plow right on to more nonsense. Your life is just one long act of nonsense.
Well, gee whiz, I'll try to change that, okay?
Oh, no.
No,
You're not going to try to change
No one
that.
believes that anymore.
Have you found a job yet?
No, I have not.
When have you looked?
Just an embarrassment.
When was the last time you looked for a job?
A month ago.
Where?
Where do you think? The same places.
You keep going to the
I
same
go back to the
Satin
same
doll?
places all the time.
It'd be Satan's doll, trust me.
There's work out there.
What?
There's nothing out there.
Not if you keep going to Family Dollar every fucking month trying to get a job there.
Well, I go there anyway because I have to buy things over there.
Oh, God.
So
fucking
sometimes
worst.
I check to see, what's going on.
Do you think your son is happy to point you out to his friends?
This Mother's Day.
That's my mom. That's my mom over there. The one who can't control herself going to the bathroom because she's drunk in the morning on the radio show.
I don't tell. Wait, hold on. I don't tell my son these things in the first place.
You're just an embarrassment.
I don't tell my son these things.
You really should feel embarrassed about the way you live your
All
life.
right. And he does come over once in a while. Yes, he does.
Are you seeing him for Mother's Day?
I believe so. Yes.
I believe so.
Why would he? He'd probably go to his girlfriend's parents.
No. I'm just telling you because he didn't call me yet.
Why would he?
So usually he calls and he says, "Is it okay if I come over?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. You come over anytime you want."
All right.
So he's probably
Okay.
All right.
I pissed myself. Come on over and change me.
Oh, will you stop with that already?
All right. Thanks, Lady Di. Listen,
I decided to just have another taco.
this steak thing was
That's
ridiculous.
so good.
I haven't been to your joint in a little bit.
Well, you got to hook
I'll
it
be
up.
not- well,
Tell me
can I-
when you're ready to go.
Wow. The food's amazing, but I'm trying to eat, well.
No,
but
we
you guys
do.
You do right by me when I go there.
No, exactly. And that's what a restaurant's supposed to do. When you come in and you say, well, I'd like it this way, but the restaurants kind of got away sometimes. Say, well, this is the only way we're doing it. You're the one paying for it. You tell me how you want it.
So the cook doesn't spit in your food if you do that.
No, that's not the. That's at least not at my joint. It doesn't. I just opened a new place in. You guys go to Vegas often?
Not as much as we.
You guys used to do some live stuff out of Vegas.
I love going to Vegas.
You got to. I just opened a new joint in Vegas, right on the Strip, called Guys Vegas, and it is banging. I mean, it's right there in the middle of everything. They built the IP turned into what they call the Quad now, and they made this thing called the Link, and they got the biggest roller coaster or the biggest Ferris wheel in the back.
Yeah, we just talked to the guy that did that whole thing.
Crazy. I mean, I don't think Vegas could get any more out of bounds, and it really is spinning.
Guy Vegas.
The Erock cake thing just made the live stream for Fox and Friends.
Do you guys understand what happened? Did you see the whole thing?
No, we haven't seen the video yet.
So
somebody just told us that it just streamed live about 10 minutes ago.
So here's what happens. So we're out there and we're cooking. We're doing this pork chop, this awesome pork chop stuff. Okay, we're doing that, and we're making some French toast and the whole thing. And Elisabeth Hasselbeck, she grabs the cake. I act like I'm gonna, hit Ryan with it. She grabs it at the end of the show, and she starts to chase him down. I mean, really, she's gonna get him. I mean, she's fit. She's fit. She was in heels. She was still, gaining on him.
Yeah, she has nice calves.
So she's chasing him around, and she goes in the building and out of the building, the whole thing. And I'm just staying away from her because I know the cake's going to end up on me.
Yeah.
Comes right around the corner. Erock grabs it, and as fast as I thought she had hit him until he high-fived her and took her arm off.
Yeah. I heard it was a very hard high five.
Yeah.
He's been known to spank women very hard. And
Lenny in Of Mice and Men is based on his interaction with women.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, he
there
found
it is.
Oh, sorry.
There it is.
I think he really thought, oh my God, this is going to just.
I was ready to assist. Well, the thing is, you got to say that.
And it would have looked like I did it.
Nice big cake. She's picking it up. Oh boy.
It does have a.
Here's where guy starts backing up. He knows there's going to be trouble.
Oh, she threw it and missed.
And it landed.
She doesn't give up. She doesn't give up. Now watch this.
She's chasing him with a cake.
Oh, and on the other side.
Hold on.
Right.
She literally. Oh, there's
Erock
in the back. Oh, cake boy.
Look out, people.
Oh, that ain't going anywhere. Where's Erock?
You see me, Buck?
Oh, look, there she runs to the door.
All right, she's running.
She goes in.
All around the area around Fox.
Erock's moseying around outside.
Hey, Guy, come on back here.
She guy's like hunkered down somewhere.
He's not flying.
I booked.
You see me?
Listen.
There's a no cake Erock.
Someone's going to get it. Now, if
Oh, she's in the building with the cake at this point.
You can see cake dropping.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
She's dropping a deuce on it.
I'm trying to see where Erock is.
And then literally she was in traffic.
Oh, there's
He's
Erock. Jumping and waving like a maniac.
It's the subtlety of your show. It's the subtlety.
Right.
Rosettes.
All right, some cake on the rug. Like.
Close to getting him. And then she did chase him into the
Erock's still back there.
Yeah, he's waving his arms.
Pretty much.
Jumping.
Boy, you really are on camera.
Guy, drink this.
Where'd she go?
Oh, wow.
Oh, there she is right now.
Doing a shot? Why not, right?
Look at Erock. Erock sent.
All right.
She's running now. She has the cake. Erock took it. Smashed himself in the
Because that's how you do it, rock and roll.
Oh, that's how you do it. And he high-fives her so hard.
Oh, Erock.
Her shoulder.
Took her arm off.
He's got his arms up.
Erock. Wow. That's a good one, man.
Not too close. As you can notice, you've got...
You high-five cake all over her head. That's good.
Elizabeth,
on your birthday.
let me help.
Guy, I knew you.
Watch this. I try to be a nice guy here. What'd she do?
Wow. Well, you know what that's like.
Let me get that out of your hair.
Oh, shit. Oh, she put some on your face.
I got it, Jimmy.
Go after everybody else now. I've got to go. See you tomorrow.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Maria, you're safe.
Erock.
Erock, own that.
Erock. Yeah. Good job, E.
He took the cake.
That's
Way
pretty
in the
cool.
background, you can just see it.
Yeah.
He picks up that cake and smashes
Smash it
himself.
in the
It's great.
face.
Delicious
Very good.
money
Good
shot.
job. Good job, my friend.
You high-fived her. harder than I've seen UFC fighters get hit.
You really like to high five girls hard or spank them hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we remember that.
This is it right here, right here.
Oh God!
Double caked himself in the face.
But look at this. Do you notice how he didn't get any on his shirt?
Yeah.
He was able to get it just, I mean, it looks like
her arm bent back.
She's like he's going to, you know, some Japanese theater.
Kabuki theater.
He spiked the cake after he hit himself in the face with it.
Erik.
Getting that out of his retina.
Oh, that's great.
It's
I love
classic. All right.
Fucking Erik is.
After all that, I think I got to take a what they call a piss break. Yeah, we'll do that.
You hanging Guy or what?
I don't know. Until they drag me out.
Guy.
Yeah, no.
This is great. Guy on Fire.
On Fire.
That's the book. Grilling, tailgating, camping, and more. Number one New York Times bestseller.
Hey, there's some good stuff. There's some good stories.
Because like I said, let me tell you something. I try to barbecue and stuff, and you know, I'm pretty good at it, but it's all the basics. I want to kind of make a little flash this year.
This is going to push it over the top. And
That's
the great thing
want.
is this is I dedicate this to my dad. My dad is the guy that taught me that everything can be cooked outside.
Oh yeah,
most of the time because it had to be.
Is he living? Your dad?
Okay. Yeah, my dad's living,
he is, okay.
and my father, my father-in-law's not. But those are the two cats that I cooked outside with, and it's got some good stuff in there. I think you'll dig it. There's some good cocktails, by the way.
Oh, where's the cocktail section?
Let's open it back up.
Where's the cocktail section?
Those are all important at the outdoor parties.
Very necessary.
We're looking at martinis or what?
How to
what
fill a bathtub full of gin.
Oh yeah.
What do we got?
Like
Girly drinks? What do we got? Where are the drinks?
No, it's outdoor stuff. I don't know what this is.
That looks good.
We didn't even write this book, did
Oh,
you?
come on now. Actually, you read it. You wait till you see some of the stories in there.
How's Hunter doing?
Hunter's great. Hunter's almost 18. I'm trying to think out what to do for his 18th birthday. I'm trying to figure out what it's going to be. I was thinking about taking a bunch of his buddies to Mexico, but I don't want that liability.
Oh, man.
And
he's almost 18.
Yeah, he's 18. Wow. 6 foot. That's bullshit.
It's over, huh?
We're getting taller than me. How did that become part of the deal? If I'm paying the bills, stay short. But Ryder's in 8th grade, and Hunter's going to prom this weekend. He's trying to borrow. He wants to drive one of my cars to prom, so he's all over, like trying to tell me all the good things he's done.
Why do they say to prom? I always said the prom. I guess I am wrong because every other part of the culture says going to prom.
Yeah.
It is prom. Going to prom.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is it going to prom? Go to the prom.
Going to the prom.
The prom's a place. I'm going. I guess I'm going to supermarkets.
It's not.
I'm going to dentist.
Yeah.
I'm going to make dentist.
He had to go to hospital. I'm going to university.
Yeah, but then they also said we're going to bailout.
All right.
Nothing.
Nice.
No words spoken because I couldn't think of colonize.
No. Shit.
Are you going to give him some tips on how to get some action?
I think he's doing all right.
How does the dad handle that these days?
We've had it.
Give him a few pointers.
We had the whole discussion. We talked about we went through all the protection and that whole thing, and he's a smart kid.
He knows all that, but I mean, like some new moves or something,
I'm 46. I think they've reinvented the moves. He's 18. If he wants to ruin 46-year-old,
he doesn't want to hear from
here's
the
one of the
man.
lines. Okay, we're going to be spinning the hits.
I got you.
Here's what you do. You hand him one of these ribs and you say, show this to a girl. And she goes, oh, that looks delicious. And then you take some of the rib and you rub it on your dick and go, well, then taste it, stupid.
I don't think that would work very well.
That would work very well because she wouldn't. She'd go, wait a minute.
Well, that sounds about right.
That's
I'm going to have him call Uncle Jim. That'll be great.
Yes. Uncle Jim will take care
help
of it.
him out.
Oh my God! Well, I gotta tell you, thank you guys.
No, thanks for having me, guys.
Fantastic.
Nice to see you.
Always a pleasure.
Great book.
Let me know when we're cooking
home. I don't normally take any of the books that people come in here home because
I see them stacked
reading.
in the corner.
But this is something I could use this summer. Thank you.
Wait.
Yes, the Alcoholics Anonymous Big Book.
There's pictures and it's good kindling starting.
Wouldn't that be great? You just use the book to rip the pages out and start the coals with.
Isn't that what it was for?
What's your thoughts on Anthony Bourdain? I meant to ask you that.
You, Jimmy?
Weren't you there?
At the roast, yeah.
He takes shots at you, though, huh?
Not many. It used to be his favorite thing. I mean, Bourdain's super talented, and the roast was that was an event. He invited me to the roast, so that was kind of an adventure. But
so it's more fun, you think?
I don't know. I don't know Anthony really well, but it's.
Do you take shots at him?
No, I'm not that kind. I don't really take shots at people. I'm not a. I grew up in Northern California. I'm a hippie kid. I don't really. That's not my energy. I'm more into good. My new motto though is "Don't leave here with any hope." I mean,
that's a great motto.
You know,
man.
change that whole thing.
But do you hate the way that these like, you know, whatever they not say food experts, but they kind of treat you shitty? Like they talk bad about you.
I don't get down with it, man. I don't listen to it. I don't participate in it. I don't even give it my energy.
You make enough money.
I got a lot of other great shit to deal with and things to do and positive things to make happen. I'm real into, you know, my charity and working with kids and, you know, helping on that stuff. So opening restaurants and writing books. Doing shows, Triple D. When am I going to get you guys on Triple D, by the way? Were we supposed to go do something?
We gave up on that.
We've never been invited.
We get invited.
I was invited on some goddamn road show. My RV is still running, and you guys are going to give me shit?
We get these vague invites.
Oh,
I don't even know how to get a hold of you.
Here's what happens, guys.
You know what?
We get invited on the show, and then when people walk out, they walk through this weird film where they forget that we were alive.
How many times we had to tell people, no, you just did our show.
You told us we could come in for the... No, you
Those
guys...
days I would, you know, next time you're in L.A., look me up, and then the guy would, you know, the person would leave, and they're like, I don't have his numbers.
I quit giving you invites to NorCal, to the wine country and all that, because you guys give me, oh yeah, sounds great, we'll be in it tomorrow. We'll fucking go.
You should do something with my brother's restaurant. You'd have
That's what we talked about this.
You'd actually have a really good time with that.
Okay, so we do your brother's restaurant, you show.
I just want, but he doesn't need your help. He's doing very
No,
well.
that's what you told me. That's what you told. He doesn't need your charity. That's really nice. Right. Hey, we like your show, but screw yourself, because we don't need your
I don't
help.
want to sound desperate, because my brother works his balls off, but it would be quite a joy if you did do something, is all I'm saying.
Okay. If you come and do it.
All right.
A-Rock's face is still covered with
Why?
Classic.
I don't know. He's good like
He's
that.
going to break out acne with that.
I know,
one.
right?
That's gonna that oil on that is...
Guy, it's always a pleasure.
You guys are great, man.
Yes,
Thanks a lot.
I know you're a busy man. The book is called Guy on Fire. It's going to do very well for the barbecue season in summertime. Grilling, tailgating, camping, and more. #1 New York Times best-selling author, Guy Fieri.
You're awesome,
pal,
guys.
too, by the way.
Thanks a lot, guys. Nice seeing you again.
And I'd be more than happy to take it to break with a little something off the hard drive of his.
Wiki.
Yeah. So let's slap up Donna Summer tune for us today, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time. The Opie and Anthony Extravaganza. He stopped by today. He's got a brand new book called Guy on Fire. Barbecue season is just knocking on the door, so we got some hot stuff pumping for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Donna Summer.
That's the best.
He hit the ramp, though. No,
Yeah,
that's the ramp.
I wish he was driving when he said that.
Now make sure the listeners hear the entire song.
Here we go.
I want to thank Guy Fieri for coming by. Supposedly he's going to film something at my brother's restaurant. I'll believe it when I see it.
Oh.
F.H. Riley's 400 New York Avenue in the heart of Huntington Village.
He's a fun guy.
Yeah, he's very cool.
Guy.
A guy's guy, right?
Did Larry King recognize you out there?
No, neither. Me and Opie walked by. It was me and you. It was me and that walked
It was
by.
me and you,
No,
yeah.
not at all. But he's, hey, Larry.
Oh, no, we have the trifecta. Remember when I was talking about his stream in the bathroom? I did say hi. He looked over and went, there was no recognition.
I understand. Look, the guy's very, very old.
He's done our show 3 times.
And I've also seen him at the Friars Club when I did a fucking...
What were you frying?
Call me, you always get me. Where I did a roast, and he's like the head of the Friars Club now. Just nothing.
Nothing, huh?
But meanwhile, he's still a very sharp guy when you talk to him. It's not like he's a doddering idiot.
Right. I don't know.
What is it about radio that when people look at you in a radio studio, they don't understand that?
Once you're out of the studio, they just completely forget who you are.
Maybe I should be wheeled around with fucking headphones on and a mic in front of me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Guy did it. But it's what you do, I guess, if you're celebrities.
Right,
like,
right.
Hey, when are we going to film that thing at your brother's restaurant or whatever? Or Huntington in general. I think he wants to maybe even try just doing Huntington in general.
Oh.
But now he's gone, and I don't know how to get a hold of him. And then you look like an asshole, like, hey, remember when you said on our show that
I know.
you'd film? You would look like the biggest asshole.
Get the motherfucker's number.
Remember you said we're going to film? Well, I was wondering when that was actually going to happen. Would you do that?
No, this is my favorite one. Hi, Quentin. Remember when you said we could come to L.A. and watch movies at your house night?
He actually invited us to movie night, whatever night it is. It's a regular thing. He goes, next time you're in L.A., we'd love to have you guys over.
How do you do that, though?
Movie night. Exactly.
Next time you're in L.A., just bang on the door. Is it movie night, Quentin?
Yeah, he's got two girls blowing him on a sofa.
And the one time I did take the chance when I was in L.A.
Right.
was the famous Greg Brady story.
Oh, boy.
Where I called him on the way to his house and said, hey, I'm coming over to say hi. And then, it's a longer story, but then he...
Not since fucking Rupert Pupkin visited Jerry's house was a more awkward scene.
And then him and his wife at the time, looking in the refrigerator at the leftovers to see what he could serve me.
Leftovers at fucking Greg Brady's
Were
house.
they eating or no?
Yes, he had a beautiful, nice, fresh pasta with a really nice-looking red sauce, and me and my pal Jay
He's like,
had
hey.
that pea sauce shit, that white sauce with the peas that you put over pasta, whatever that's called.
Well, you brought your friend. That was bad. That was in bad form because you should have went by yourself. Because then he knows, like, your friend. You're just going, hey, I know Greg Brady. Let's go to his house.
I just wanted to.
Oh,
I wanted to.
You should have went by yourself.
I wanted a buffer just in case.
Oh, he tried any moves on you.
Can you imagine a guy bringing a buddy over to your house? I'd fucking murder him. The guy I wouldn't mind. The guy I knew, but if some radio guy I knew called me, goes, yeah, hey, me and Chet are coming over.
It's Greg.
Oh,
it was Greg Brady's house on the top of the hill in Bel Air, overlooking everything.
You
an
should have
infinity
went
pool
by
and
yourself.
an area just have martinis out on the deck.
That should have just been you, though.
Yeah, you don't bring Jay.
I gotta
no
repost
offense to
those
Jay,
pictures.
but you just go by yourself.
Yeah.
I took those pictures before Instagram. I got to find them.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, this house was ridiculous. But then it turned out it was his wife's
house.
She was in international banking or something.
Branson.
For a minute, I really thought it was Greg Brady money that got him that house.
He had to go to Branson and do something. There's a movie about Branson that's out now.
Yeah.
So a trailer. It's about something about the darker side of Branson.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I'm going to watch it tonight.
That actually
I think
sounds cool.
It's on Apple TV. There's somewhere to get it off of that. But yeah, it's like, well, Branson's been sold as this great family entertainment place and stuff, and then I guess the people that live there say there's a different story and it's a lie. And
really?
And it's got leaves. I say when a movie's got leaves, it's pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah, the
leaves.
little
leaves that say, They
look like parentheses.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this one won this prestigious award, and it's got leaves. Look, more leaves.
Film festival.
South by Southwest.
I want to get
They're
leaves.
the film festival leaves.
Yeah.
You should put leaves, but then just because people don't read them and then just
No.
write like it didn't win this award.
Right.
Not even nominated for this award.
Exactly, because they just see the leaves and think it's great.
Oh, my
What's up with the wave
You want
pool?
to turn this up? It's very ominous kind of a trailer. It doesn't show you much.
I mean, for people that come to the town as a tourist, I don't think they have a clue how odd it is to live here and be a part of it.
Branson seems very simplistic on the outside, like you could paint it in a dozen sentences. I think that you will find the surface truth doesn't match the actuality.
Down to
These old people.
They're showing people clapping in the thing and people dancing, watching shows. The festive part of it.
Horrible shows.
Now they're showing something like boats and people dancing again on stage. That's the USA-Russia one.
Very patriotic.
Yeah, it looks
And then,
fun.
like, this guy's at home just, like, playing a video game with his kid. I guess they're going
He
to
must
focus
be-
on people that live there and
perform.
It's
in
like
these shitty shows.
We always lie to
strangers.
strangers. That's what it's called. We always lie to
Yeah, they
strangers.
sure do.
I'm going to watch this tonight. See what the fuck it's
I'll
all
be right
about.
back. I'm about to shit my pants.
Creepy.
What happened, Jim?
Right, Lady
Oh,
Di.
Jimmy. I had something for you,
It's
too.
hilarious.
I really had something for Jimmy.
I'm about to shit my pants. Who says that on the radio? It's great.
Holy cow, we say way worse.
I know. I just mean like
Way
what
worse.
radio host runs off saying I'm going to shit my pants. I don't think Edward R. Murrow ever did that.
Sarah McLachlan.
Sarah McLachlan. We know her as the poor little animal song girl.
Yeah, that's what her career has come down to, I think.
Yeah, yeah. She talks about poor little puppies. Yeah.
But the
Please give. These animals need your help. Yeah.
Remember Patrice talking about this?
Oh, it was one of the greatest
You can
fucking
find
descriptions.
that. Oh my God, of this commercial ever.
The cat with the headache bag and the thermometer killed me. The little kitten with the runny eye, the headache bag, and the thermometer.
Yeah.
Poor little thing. They show little crusty-eyed kittens. Although I realize that if you show an animal, even the happiest animal in the world, in slow motion, it looks like the saddest, poorest little thing. You know, dogs do that thing where they'll like put the one eyebrow up, and then they look slowly over to the side, and then the other eyebrow goes up. You're like, what happened to the poor guy?
Poor guy.
But it's slow motion. It's very deceptive.
Well, Sarah McLachlan changes the channel when her ASPCA commercial comes on.
She does too.
She's sick of it too.
Wow.
Anyone who has watched basic cable after midnight in the last 7 years has probably come face to face with the 2-minute-long, heart-rending ASPCA commercial about criminal cruelty featuring singer Sarah McLachlan and her oft karaoke song Angel. Now the Canadian songstress, she's from Canada?
Songstress.
Has a comforting message for those of us who reach for the remote. We're not alone. The commercial popped up repeatedly during McLachlan's Ask Me Anything session earlier today on Reddit. But when one Redditor admitted that the commercial is such a bummer that the channel must be changed when it comes on, McLachlan confessed, I changed the channel too. It's the kitten with the droopy eye or the three-legged dog. Bless them. It kills me.
The three-legged dog just grosses me out. There are some animals that need to be put to death.
No.
But the little puppies and kitties, feel bad.
Yeah.
Little runny eye, little mangy thing. And they show a little kitten like meowing and it's all crusty around his nose.
I go three-legged dog over paralyzed back legs dog.
Oh, where they do that acrobat thing where they hold their ass over their head and walk on their front legs. Or they have to fucking
or they had
put the wheelchair.
Yeah, the weird dog wheelchair.
They put wheels on them.
Didn't we have like a two-legged dog come into K-Rock?
Yeah. Was it two legs?
Yeah, he was just walking around.
Oh, it was so fucking sick.
It was pretty amazing, actually.
I don't need to have to look at that.
Yeah.
It's like just a walking depression thing. It's like, oh, that's right. Now I'm not happy anymore. Now I'm a little sad.
Right.
I don't like the sick animals roaming around.
Should we play the Patrice bit? Oh, wow. That's in one of our old studios.
The two-legged. Oh,
which studio was that? Oh, that was the K-Rock studio.
One, yeah.
Faith, the two-legged dog.
Oh boy. Oh.
Why is he dressed in like a Department of Public Works vest? Some road work. It's walking around like a human being.
This is Faith,
two legs. What?
This is Faith.
Hey, Faith.
That
looks like a big hassle.
God,
a big
I didn't
hassle.
remember this until just
Poor
this moment.
dog.
I didn't remember this one.
It's got little chicken wing legs.
He walked for 15 seconds. He's exhausted.
Now he's exhausted.
They got all his energy up so the dog would walk into our studio on two legs.
Tracked down Jude, Laura's mother, and
all these videos we tweet through our Twitter account, O&A Show. So
was left to die. Was born with deformities.
Why the fuck?
And they're going to tell the story tonight.
You got to do the Sparta thing with the dogs like that when they're born like that. Just push them off the cliff.
Right.
He's deformed. Look, he's got little chicken wing, little fucking buffalo chicken wing legs in the front. It just looks stupid. He's trying to wag his tail. He's on his hind legs. That would scare the shit out of me coming around a corner.
Of course.
Like if I was walking down the sidewalk and that walked around a corner on his hind leg, I'd scream like a bitch. It's scary.
Jimmy's still shitting, and earlier we asked people to Photoshop his Paul McCartney picture because Jimmy doesn't really like his neck in the picture because he kind of did that squishy neck.
He wrenched it to one side a little.
It's not even really
squishy,
officially a squishy neck, but he was in a weird position and kind of had to push back a little bit, and it made his neck look a little strange. Or so he thinks. I don't even think that's bad. It's that bad. But Trev845 on Twitter came up with the best one I've seen so far.
Best one yet?
Yeah, it's Jim Norton with a noose around his neck to cover up his neck. Jimmy would really appreciate that one.
That's a good one.
I wanted to show Jimmy. I'm sure he'll see it later, but good job, Trev. Why don't we leave and end with the Patrice bit?
I do like that one.
Right?
The little...
Yeah. We did it.
In the
You got it, or does Travis got it? Travis says he's got it. Travis got a shorter version. Travis has like a 3-minute
Mine's
version.
3 minutes, yeah.
And it is true. There are Slobbo T-shirts for sale, and has nothing to do with E-Rock. My God, no.
You're actually making money off of something that he's expressed
Right.
that he hates.
Yeah, but if I put his name on it, then that would be an issue.
Oh boy.
Well, no, I mean, everybody knows that. But
no, in the end, no one's going to remember that it was a whole E-Rock thing.
Oh.
And that's just a cool shirt that says Slobbo.
Well, if that's the case, then there was another question that the staff was asking earlier.
Yeah.
And is that, can you bring in shirts for everyone on the staff so we could all wear the shirt together one day?
Oh, would you like that?
We would all, yeah, Sal and Travis.
All right,
yeah.
make sure you get your sizes to me immediately.
Okay, great, great.
Bet he wouldn't like that.
Well, it's
Why?
not about, we'll get one for E-Rock, too.
It doesn't
It's not
say
about
E-Rock on it. It just says Slobbo.
It's just a fun word.
It's an old guy just shouting, Slobbo!
Right.
And it's selling incredibly well. I
think
this T-shirt thing might be a thing. So go get that. It's on my website, opieradio.com/shop. Hey, Jimmy.
Why are you all happy?
Look at this shit.
Who'd you get?
It's actual shit. Oh, wow. That is fucking a lot of shit.
That's a pot roast.
Yeah.
That was a lot of logs.
Let me see again.
I know.
Let me see again.
Yeah, I call that a 30 logger.
Oh, man. It's like the bottom of Mount St. Helens after the fucking eruption.
Yeah. It looks like the Huck Finn's raft after it broke up.
Looks like
Damn.
looks like a snake that just gave birth.
Yeah, a lot of baby snakes.
Here's the only reason I'm on the radio show right now.
Why?
I was going to enjoy my dump, and I like to zone out on the toilet.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting on the last one, and again, is wide open on every one. Some fucking asshole comes in and gets in the stall right next to me.
That is so weird. Why do people do that?
See, what's the matter? You afraid you couldn't smell my shit from 3 stalls
Right?
down?
That's a weird thing to do.
Asshole.
Jimmy, I
yeah.
just did it while you weren't here, but a guy really did fix your picture perfectly. Fuck, now I can't find it.
Oh, no.
Oh, here it is.
Opie.
There it is.
Oh, I retweeted that.
That's
okay.
so good.
Yeah, the one with the noose?
Yeah.
Noose around your neck.
That's the best one that came in.
That is very, very funny.
We're going to leave because we got a Patrice bit about animals.
Well, I first want to remind everybody, if you're going to be in the Long Island Patchogue area on Saturday, that's the 10th, this Saturday, me, my brother Joe, and my sister Little Dorney, and Cowbell Bill and Joe Curry, a bunch of the guys, we're going to be performing a bunch of songs live right there at the Village Idiot Pub
What day?
in Patchogue. That's this Saturday.
Got a wedding.
At 9 p.m. in Patchogue.
I got a wedding.
A wedding?
I would have went.
Damn.
For real, I would have went. That would have been cool.
Yeah. Get you up there with a tambourine. Shake that shit around.
Give me an 80s song.
I could do it. I'll give you a tambourine.
And I could do a little... Fuck.
And if you want to see me in Montreal, July 24th or 26th, hahaha.com. 3 ha's.
3.
I'm giving the keynote speech on the 24th, and then the Gisu Theater. It's a theater show at midnight. July 26th at midnight, I'm doing that show at the Gisu Theater.
3 ha's.
People keep asking me about the Vice show and why it hasn't tickets, because we pushed it back. It was a paperwork issue, a union paperwork issue.
Oh, boy.
But no, it was fine. It was actually better that we do this, so it's going to be actually, we'll have a studio audience in June. So it's happening.
Nice.
It just got pushed back by about 3 weeks.
Very cool. We got lots going on. So we're going to end with a Patrice bit talking about the Sarah McLachlan animal cruelty commercial, whatever. And then, of course, the post show with Sam Roberts. Stay there. Patrice O'Neal in studio.
Patrice.
Good morning.
I have a feeling you might have something to say about the Michael Vick thing. Because I remember when this whole thing went down,
Can I?
you were like, you guys don't understand the culture of what goes on.
I love dogs. Love them more than people, as Bill was saying. I love dogs.
I knew you'd have something to say. Go ahead.
Couldn't. People who are vicious to animals bug me, you know, especially if you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning watching I Love Lucy, and Sarah McLachlan comes on.
I will remember.
Showing a picture of a kitten with conjunctivitis. And a fucking puppy smoking a cigarette with a fucking headache bag on.
if you don't feel bad for animals after you watch a fucking watery-eyed kitten,
Dude, that is the fucking worst commercial.
and it's in between fucking Carol Burnett, fucking Gulfy Rankin selling Carol Burnett, and a Lucy.
And it's so long, the commercial, too.
And a fucking... It
goes on and on.
A pit bull puppy missing a paw, snorting cocaine, and he has no home. Now, if you don't fucking feel for an animal after you watch that, you're a fucking serial killer.
There's a one-eyed cat.
You're a hunk of shit. If a kitten with pink eye doesn't fuck you up, you're a cocksucker. Look at it. Look at it. Turn this shit off, man. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that,
We're
man.
watching the commercial.
Yeah, the dog with the paralyzed back legs.
Oh, fucking no.
Oh, look at that. What a bad boy he's been. That dog looks so sad. He must have misbehaved.
Dude, I can't even look at that commercial. It ruins me.
I'm Sarah McLachlan.
Yes, this bitch.
I spread peanut butter on my pussy.
Yes.
Let the dog lick it off.
All she sings is sad songs.
I know.
And it gets sadder and sadder. Bitch, kill yourself.
Throw a frisbee to that fucking thing.
These poor animals, man.
That looks like a healthy dog.
Exactly. This whole thing's the whole thing's about money.
Look at the
It ain't about money. A kittens with a headache is the worst thing ever. A fucking headache bag.
Old school cartoon headache bag.
And a cigarette and fucking deep thoughts and shit. I don't need it.
Goddamn, Patrice.
I love animals. Jesus.
Three-legged cat.
What's wrong with that dog? That dog looked normal.
I don't know. Look at more.
What's wrong with these animals? Most of them
And
look
how long
okay.
is this fucking infomercial?
Forever this goddamn thing takes so long.
Yeah, but you don't know what these animals did to bother the owner. They don't share the whole picture.
I refuse to look at it any longer, bro.
Guy's fucking scrubbing his pots and pans with a kitten's eye.
Yeah,
exactly.
Who are these people who hate animals, man?
Oh, no.
I love animals, but I will punch a kitten squarely in the middle of its face. If it mews while I'm watching TV, I will punch it squarely in its face.
If it mews. Fucking assholes, man.
Stories, the stories, the backstage drama. Everything that made today unforgettable. Call 866-WOW-1-WOW now. And look back on another legendary day of broadcasting. This is the Opie and Anthony Post Show with Sam Roberts.
Yeah, it is. Welcome to the Post Show. If you want to be a part of it, you can call up now. 866-969-1969. That's 866-WOW-1-WOW. Breaking down what was a great show. We're not going to break down what's going to be a great show. We're going to experience it right now here on the Post Show. Sal, when we ended the pre-show, you said something to me in confidence, and I'm sure you won't mind me sharing it. You said, I got a feeling today's going to be a great show, didn't you?
And I think my intuition was absolutely correct.
Now, you were outside with Erik when he slammed that cake into his face. Did you have any idea that was coming? Did he say this is my plan?
Absolutely not. I would have been, filming that with video. I was only able to snap a couple of shots with my camera, but he just grabbed it so fast. I was like, what the fuck? People like screamed. They let out a little yell when he did it,
Did you think it was just spur of the moment, or was he planning to do that?
It was absolutely spur of the moment. I think he realized that they weren't live anymore, so he's like, I got to do something to get on camera to make it,
Like, he slammed. If you go and O&A Show on Twitter tweeted out the link because it's part of the Fox and Friends after show. They tweeted out the link, and he slammed that cake into his face. Like, it looked like he had whiplash. He slammed that cake into his own face so hard.
Yeah,
that was Elisabeth Hasselbeck who got whiplash.
Well, I don't think you can get whiplash in your arm, but he almost took it out of the socket.
Yeah, you can.
But yeah, I mean, Erik almost gave himself whiplash. His head snapped back. And then, did he spike the cake on the floor when he was done?
No, it just fell.
It was just, that's how hard he slammed it against his face.
It just went everywhere. It went everywhere. And all the tourists are there like, oh, look, Guy Fieri. And then it was just boom, cake everywhere.
Oh, I have no idea. Well, let's find out what today's line of the day was, because I have no idea.
Here comes
day. Line of the day.
They knew someone would say penis to that question.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
and it
you're
would
right.
get a great laugh.
What's
Steve Harvey could do his
delicious to eat?
thing.
Yeah, it was a big Family Feud day. It was a big... I'm glad that those clips finally end up making it to the air, because those Family Feud clips just sit around forever on the internet. Dennis, you a big Family Feud guy?
I used to be when Richard Dawson used to host it.
Those were your
Great.
days,
Yeah,
huh?
It was good. He used to kiss everybody.
Yeah.
Come here, Roland. Let me give you a smooch.
Ew, he just put his arms around Roland. Now, are you not a fan of Steve Harvey as the host?
No,
Is
I
it a
love Steve.
black thing?
No,
or?
of course not. Steve's great. Steve's a very successful radio host.
Wait, I mean, there's no doubt that
author. He's fantastic.
All right, all right.
I just don't watch it anymore.
What's wrong, E-Rock? You look really disheveled. Is it cake? Cake in the...
Yeah, sugar high or whatever it is.
I don't know. Yeah, it went into every orifice.
Yeah,
Was that
my face is burning a little bit
from icing?
Yeah.
You slammed that thing into your face.
I broke the board that was under it. Like foot fist way, you know, boom.
Yeah. Why did you hit yourself so hard with that cake?
Adrenaline, probably.
Adrenaline.
Had to do something.
I guess, but it was like
she ran by like left arm. So she ran by me like this, left arm up, holding the cake like a waiter would hold a tray. I just went yoink and then poof, right across the face.
I told Sal it looked like you hit yourself so hard it gave you whiplash.
No.
Because your head snapped back.